Hello, friends. Welcome back to Puzzle Wednesday, your favorite stream where all of us behind the scenes here are trying to dig up who actually developed this game. It's Pikiinya Excellent tonight, which is the version of the game that we run so we can do more matches than one per um, tournament match. Because, Lord, love original Pikiinya. Game takes a while. We got funny things like character meta, and it's going to help us get through bracket a little bit faster. But we ran this one at Frosty Faustings for our top 4 stream, and it had the spice. So I'm Juicy. I got on mic with me tonight, Runespism.
That's me. I made this game.
Uh,
No, I didn't. But I did make it by default if we can't find the person who really did.
I think we'll find them. We got Bird Up.
Tonight I am Bird Up Excellent, and I also made this game.
And we have EP Rats.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sleepy.
No, you're EP.
I'm EP.
So
One less person to push back against my lies.
Anyway, if you're not already in there, go ahead, join our Discord. That's what we do all of our match calls. But, there's other things going on. We got friendlies. We got a bunch of other things. Stop claiming that you made Pikiinya. But we're going to go ahead and get match calls ready. So without much further ado, tip your waiter and waitress tonight. We got Notester82 and Masa Queen doing match calls. And we're going to get right into it. Our first match is going to be Ardrox and Welch. Also, if you've not done PlayStation before, we got a couple new people. Make sure you throw your match code in TO Desk so we can spectate stream. Please and thanks.
I got called, so I am going to go play my match.
Understandable.
Regarding the spectating, will I join as well, or will you join and then Discord share for me?
Discord share, it's not that big of a deal.
Yep.
But let me get in there first.
I'm currently spectating.
Join session. Spectator mode. Postcode. I'm in. So, as it was so eloquently put in Frosty Fausting, this is a game of thawing the homies, gathering up the homies, and going gambling.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a long, silly way to say this game is a bit of a cascade chainer, kind of like a pack attack, like Cleopatra Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
And all of your best laid plans can go to the wayside the moment that damage enters the board, and garbage in this game works in mysterious ways. And by that I mean the moment that you clear 6 penguins with damage on the board, you can randomly roll any of the kind of blocks that you can get. Ice, penguins the ice, or just absolutely nothing at all. So your recovery is kind of up to utter chance.
Definitely. If you're familiar with stacking in Pack Attack, it's more or less the same. We have a 6-wide play field and 2x2 pieces, so you're going to be trying to avoid checkerboards by avoiding deep wells, basically. I think you use the term duckback to describe the general shape. You could make your board to prevent stacking. It's like Ardrox at this deep well of 4 penguins on the left side. It's a little painful looking. He's gonna have to do some work in order to get access to it, because he can't break any ice lines until that well is dealt with. And you don't get really a big bonus for clearing big things all at once. Like, he's only sending 6 damage. You really want to be chaining whenever you can.
Damage calculation on this is a little hard to pin down, but yeah, like going for penguin only poke is not necessarily the play.
Yep.
just don't do that good damage.
Mhm.
The wrinkle that makes things end on time is you do get character meta. Not only, I mean, I guess it is only, but you get different damage patterns depending on who you are, and there's 2 winners of the default roster and 2 losers. Our boy Jungle Jim here on the left has one of the most brutal with just causing spires on your board, which is naturally
Yes.
the thing people struggle with in this game.
Mhm.
And our friend the Grungler does only overhead damage, which can also be deeply rough. Cheetah Girl, I think we found out her name was Nikita recently,
Mhm.
and we didn't come up with like a shitpost name for her.
Just
So
doesn't see enough play normally. to
yeah,
merit
exactly.
it.
She didn't show up in bracket for us to even come up with something.
Mhm.
She's kind of on the losing end. I don't even remember what her damage is because no one cared.
I believe she's just the opposite of the Grungler. She only does underside damage.
I thought that was the penguin.
The penguin
Only.
sends overheads if he does not complete a line.
All right, light hits.
So
Okay.
So, like, you could, in theory, like, poke someone repeatedly and then hit them with a big attack to kill them all at once.
I love
That's,
footsies.
like, a thing, but it's, like, not good in this game. You know what I mean?
I mean,
'Cause, like,
if you wanted that, you should be playing as the guy on the left anyway, because he does the same thing, except his underside damage is in a better pattern.
yes, for sure. All right, Welsh. Welsh has this right side. He could get really lucky here. That's fine.
Yeah, lucky enough where it opens up the
Yeah,
path
for
to it.
sure.
He's not really making line skims, but that's not necessarily like the first thing that people gravitate towards when doing a game like this.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Even if you probably should.
Yeah, this game is like Pack Attack 201. Once you've
Mhm.
learned how to play Pack Attack, then you
And you can-
understand the
then you
lines
can
that
appreciate
generally
this.
play this game. Yeah.
All right. Ardrox looks pretty free to pressure. Welsh looks pretty
Welsh
uncomfortable.
could get
Needs to
really
find-
lucky here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice
Oh my
block.
God,
It works.
wait.
It didn't help that much, but it helped a little.
No.
No.
No,
We're
we're
fine. We're fine.
Oh, wait.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're
yeah, the
gambling.
void makes things work out.
It's all
very well
coming
for them.
together.
Oh, no, not quite a massive chain.
It's a decent hit, but like Welsh is not that much better off than
No.
a minute ago. Because we still have the very committed left. Well, we're throwing penguins down that. I don't know that I
Yeah.
agree with throwing the penguins over the ice there.
Mhm.
Yeah, in a situation like that, a penguin inside ice would have been better. It would have broken the ice and then done the chain.
But like,
Yep.
I get it. Line
It's
clears
hard
just
to, like... Yeah,
line clears just aren't sexy in this game.
yeah. You're right, it's kind of sad. Optimal play in this game is frequently not very sexy.
It's
Such
it's
as
a
picking the character second from the left here. The least the least visually appealing of the 4, but possibly the strongest.
so we got jungle gym mirrors now.
Yeah,
Like don't get me wrong, line clears become very integral into like your chain forms, but doing them just for self-preservation does not necessarily doesn't feel as intuitive. And especially since you don't see returns on it and your damage right away,
Mhm.
you're wondering why you're doing it in the first place.
yeah, but line clears are much more important than penguin clears for maintaining board health. Like, generally, if I have spires or a deep well or something, it's the only thing I'm thinking about is how do I get more line clears.
And they're pretty good. You can sculpt the board whatever way you want. Life is grand. I love to choose my own destiny, personally.
These spires for Welsh are so scary. There's not like an easy way to deal with them.
Yeah,
He's got
because
all the
they've got
time in the
at
world
least
to
one
consider.
penguin. Yeah, the gravity
Yeah.
in this game is super low.
I think
but
he's going to
drawing
do something
two-
really unfortunate with
Drawing 2 checkerboard pieces back to back is such bad luck. But like
Mm.
letting Ardrox do these pokes means that
Oh my god, he
Okay.
got it from top board?
Oh. Gets a little lucky. This does chain further as well, but not much further than that.
We need to use this as a chance to patch things back up.
Mm-hmm.
I think he sees it.
There they see the line skim. Unfortunately, the spires are still there, and most of their rows have at least one penguin in them, so it's going to be difficult to cause line clears from here.
So it's a little dire looking, yeah. I agree with that placement if Welsh commits to it. Either one of them,
Okay,
actually.
yeah. No, I like this one. Oh no, I would have been more desperate to get rid of that penguin in row 2, though. Or sorry, column 2.
Oh, that's like really feasible right now.
I think they had just barely enough room to set up a horizontal line of penguins and then start working on the ice. Because the ice they've got in the 4th and 5th rows from the bottom has a lot
Don't
of
plug it with
penguins in
he plugged it with penguins.
No, now
his
he is
attack
doomed.
in column 2 is so devastating. There's no way to move anything
Yeah.
over to the side. So, we get
Oh,
so
right!
lucky.
Actually, yeah, that is
Oh
kind
my
of the fun thing
God.
about building, like, staggered in columns 1 and 3 like that.
Wait, he
no
won?
way.
What the
Ardrox,
fuck?
You silly man.
They played better around the damage pattern. They're playing Puzzle Fighter out here.
Incredible. He's holding down and then dropped a piece on the ice spire, so he immediately dies. Oh my god. Well,
actually, one thing I am curious about, and perhaps the chat as well,
mhm.
how does dying work in this game? If you lock a piece above the top of the board, then that kills you. But does just getting anything pushed over the top kill you, like in columns?
Nah.
Oh, no,
Okay.
I don't think damage can kill you. You actually
You
try
have to
putting
actually
these down.
self-place. Same deal for like pack attack.
Got it. Yep. Yeah, and if even part of your piece locks above the top, then that's enough to get you.
You have one row of ghost row.
Hmm.
And as we've seen in a number of situations, including just from Welsh's tonight, you can clear in ghost row.
Yes.
Yeah, it's active.
So, like, it was same deal with Deca in the Vortex Gallery bracket. He seemed to be dead to rights, just out, and he got 6 penguins, like 3 beneath board, 3 above board, and turned it completely around. Well, that was pretty slick.
You always want your penguins to be above board. You don't want them doing anything too shady.
Ardrox looking pretty comfortable holding down here.
Nothing, huh?
Sorry, I'm gonna be doing a bit of no selling tonight, Rune. Not because not because I feel like it, just because that's my energy level.
It's fine. It's a tough crowd.
So who is this man? I was playing and didn't hear lore. We know nothing. We know nothing.
Yeah, we know basically nothing about the actual lore, except for this man's true name is apparently Pedro.
Jungle Jim, excuse you.
No, that is what his friends know him as.
Yeah.
I speak of his
Wednesday.
true name.
The only other in-character lore I can think of is the penguins are aliens.
That is
Mhm.
true. I don't know the exact lore, like why they're here, what they're doing, but they have like a UFO motif. It's kind of cute.
It makes sense
and I
why.
assume- Go ahead.
It makes sense in
Why the
hindsight.
human characters seem like
No. Why Super Famicom Pikiinya takes place in the desert?
right.
Because these are not normal ass penguins.
Yeah, I thought you were going to talk about how the human characters do seem like the kind of characters who might be going around hunting aliens.
I mean, one's a poacher and one's a tourist. I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah. No, that's what tourists do all the time. They see aliens.
Did he?
True.
If they saw aliens out on their safari, they would absolutely try to poach the shit out of them.
Yeah, exactly. That too.
Take the line clear, buddy. Just do it.
Oh man.
Ooh.
If there is one basic fact about Pikiinya that I would like to tell the entrants in the tournament, it is if you can place a piece that clears 2 lines at once, then congratulations, that's what you should be doing.
Yeah.
That-
Ardrox with these like multiple wells really scaring me.
Yeah.
And he keeps throwing penguins down there. No, the
Oh,
opposite!
no! Yeah, now it's almost unsolvable.
I think
Yeah,
Welsh
you
is
would-
getting it just very slowly.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, ideally, you are always putting ice at the bottom of your board and penguins on top.
Yes.
Because if you have a spire, if you have a well and you're like throwing penguins down it, then the next column over, you are always putting ice into, which you will have no means of clearing. Because the pieces are always 2 by 2. So you really gotta watch out for that if you want to live.
It can be difficult. It can be difficult to get rid of ice at times because line clears are generally kind of tricky to make if you haven't been building your board very carefully. Which means that like whichever column has the most ice in it is the column that's the most annoying. And if you keep adding more ice to that column, you're only making it more and more annoying.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Ardrox is going deep on a chain here with garbage on his board.
Yeah, this could randomly just work out very well. Let's see. Actually, yeah, there was
It's not
no
the
ice
worst.
in column 3 or 1. Oh, sorry, there was no garbage in column 3 or 1.
I think Welsh is absolutely benefiting from pivoting to a better character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
'Cause,
definitely.
Like he's a little slow to grapple with the specifics of the game,
Mm-hmm.
but he's making relatively good placements.
Yep.
And not being screwed over by basically not hurting his opponent at all is it's good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ardrox
looks like
is doing some fairly good placements now, handling this spire in column 2 fairly well, to the point where it's hardly a spire at all now.
Yeah, that was a great down stack. Now we're able to hopefully invest some energy in some chains. We have incoming damage from Welsh, but just clearing these penguins on the left side is going to do wonders for Ardrox's board, I think. We're going to see. Let's go gambling.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, not really.
Like any of this. Like Welsh's downstack's a little clunky, but board health fantastic compared to Ardrox right now. I don't
Yeah.
like the single spire or a single well on column 1, but
Mm-hmm.
there's more grave sins to commit right now.
Yeah, Ardrox has like this like secret grade thing going on.
Yeah, it was pretty unfortunate. They had a line clear at the bottom, but because it was mostly ice with just a couple of penguins scattered in, or sorry, mostly clear ice with a couple of penguins scattered in, it left behind this annoying checkerboarded pattern when it all went away. Instead of that row clear there, which was actually quite good because it had a lot of penguins in it to just immediately go away afterwards.
I think the fact that Welsh isn't sending damage has been good for him.
Mm-hmm.
No, Ardrox is eventually working this down stack out. He is going to need a little bit more punishment if he's going to die.
Oh, we have a
Actually,
little
this
chain?
is a pretty decent, yeah, a little chain that also leaves behind these 5 in the bottom right that are not going to take too much effort to dig out, hopefully.
Okay, Ardrox looking to be on match point here. holding down in the beginning, I do recommend it. Like, in the original Pikiinya, you had a shared piece queue, where you would like the beginning of every game, you're like fighting with your opponent over who's gonna take the X pieces.
Mhm.
I really dislike that.
Really?
I'm quite glad. I'm quite glad that this game rewards you for playing a bit faster.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Almost makes me feel like, the slow fall speed is just vestigial at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could argue there's some utility in, like, if you're playing that slow, it allows you to consider the next queue, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is occasionally a lot to consider in this game. It does also mean that if you're in a die last situation, it kind of makes the game take a long time again.
Yep. Yeah, but like a lot of the interaction, I would say that like there's not that much interaction except for trying to die last, because like there's just not that much direct interaction between the players without the shared piece queue anymore.
Sure, but when I say die last, I don't mean like trying to desperately downstack from 2/3 up. I mean if you are truly in a
stop playing the game.
situation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Ardrox really
Because it
needs
is
to get lucky
true
here.
that
Oh
victory
my
will
god,
generally.
no.
Oh yeah, no. The penguins there are exactly what they didn't want.
Oh boy.
Ardrox, buddy. He made like 1 or 2 mistakes while downstacking in that sequence, and I think it's going to kill him.
Wait, if he did it!
Okay.
It's not gonna save him,
Oh,
but he
gets
did
really
it.
unlucky on that far right one. There are setups you can do with the garbage where you are hoping that they turn into just a loose penguin to match up with the 5 next to it. But generally, that is not what you want. Generally, you want ice. Like ice or voids or something. Penguins just kind of mean your stack doesn't get jostled at all. It stays in place without clearing anything.
Like you can kind of counter and build off of damage like you would in Puyo and account for that, but you can't. There's a very implicit risk you have to accept. That's just like this could completely not work out.
Yep. Yes.
Ooh.
The other thing is, I wonder if we're going to see any of this in the actual tournament, but the way that you counter this guy's damage pattern is by doing his damage pattern but backwards, which means that like if your opponent notices that you're just building a trident on your own, they might just not hit you.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of us have the wherewithal for that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen in bracket. It sounds kind of silly, but just, I'll build a trident in columns 1, 3, and 5, and then your damage will even out my stack. And then they just don't hit you, and you get sad.
I love puzzle game sentences.
I'm refusing to attack you, making me the victor.
Okay, Ardrox is playing very conservatively.
Oh, Wells got a little lucky on a die roll here.
Not that either of them have been doing fantastic downstacking, but it almost feels like Welsh is not quite on mechanical terms what to do with like a single well on either side of the board, and he has 2 of those right now.
Yeah.
Well, this one's rough because the bottom 3 rows all have a single penguin in them.
Okay.
So this does nothing.
I need to sidebar a little bit since we got a question in chat from what was that? Are there more characters in the 4? Yes. And that's why we were doing so much
digging. If you have any idea on
digging.
how to unlock them, then please let us know.
There is no documentation on this game.
Yep. I have not found a manual. I have looked through 5 different save data discs, like from magazines and stuff, for trying to find a save. I couldn't find it.
Also, Welsh moving on from die last game, and he just did not engage, and it
Successfully
worked.
dies last.
But yeah, if anyone has any ideas on how to get characters in this, we'd love to get your opinion on the matter. Because Lord knows I don't know what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give a shout out.
I'm unmuting because I can still hear you guys. I will pay whoever on every character you unlock. I will Venmo you $5. If you could unlock all of the characters, that's like $30. Figure it out. I'm putting a bounty on these penguins.
Yeah. God bless. I am adding a new thing. I think Deca does this when he streams, but we have a bracket progression slide here. And in particular, I got a little bit of commission done by Cinemuffins Art, and they did a fantastic job. We got a little Hokuto no Ken inspired Wario versus Dan, so gonna give them a plug in chat here, but I'm very happy with how it turned out, to be quite honest.
Okay, I am connecting to Note for my stream match now.
All right. This freaking guy.
This freaking guy.
Let me go ahead and get code in place there. And we will see where we're at. Net play, join session. I can do that. Was not happy with that. Let me try again.
Mm-hmm.
Session. All right. We're in there.
I'm glad you're in there because it still says netplay synchronizing on my end.
It says that on my end too. Might need to start this one from scratch.
We may need to do that.
Can't believe that Note would create a faulty lobby.
I also tried to join, and I'm stuck on synchronizing 1-1.
Alright, I'm going to quit out of my duck station.
Are we
And now
trying
I'm
the
going to
okay. You're hosting?
prepare. Oh, should I host? Okay, I'll try hosting.
Yeah, I might get to play here.
I have hosted. That is the code.
Prove it.
You can prove it yourself by attempting to join on it.
A likely story.
I'm synchronizing. Ooh, I'm in.
My opponent is also in. Alright,
All right, let's do the thing.
Hey,
Someone actually picking the meta finally.
I like this guy.
Look, Jungle
I
Jim
just-
is great. He's no grumbler. This guy,
That
this
may be true.
fucking guy is the guy.
his nostrils kind of upset me, but like, actually, a lot about him upsets
Skill
me, if
issue?
I'm being perfectly honest. He's just inherently upsetting, I feel.
Yeah, that's
All
like
right,
you don't look for
let's
that
go
in the
gambling.
Wow, Rune is really deep. Oh my god.
film.
Let's go
Oh,
gambling.
Jesus.
This is the most verbally animated I've ever heard him. Okay, we got a little bit of a potential counter build here. It really comes down to how much this is gonna mess up Note's board or not.
Mhm.
The answer is mostly.
A lot. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow. He really lucked out. Oh,
I-
he didn't.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Oh, he's got secret grade going on. He's gonna need to downstack. He needs to
Wait.
line clear 2 rows up from here. Yeah, he finds
Okay.
it, but it doesn't connect, and now he needs another
Jeez.
clear to actually interact with Rune's damage. Oh, but he stacked in column 1!
Tragic.
Rune is also playing at a very different pace.
Yeah, he's at a
which
much
is
faster
also
clip than
helping.
Note.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was practicing race mode just earlier last night.
Mm-hmm. And playing against the CPU also will teach you that you really got to hold down.
Yeah.
CPU in this
Actually, like-
game is mean.
I actually like race mode. I think race mode's like weirdly fun.
Yeah. And the fact that it's got a 30-minute variant is like, okay, that means I'm not good enough to beat it yet, so there's a goal to aim for.
Uh-huh. Okay, Rune's being responsible. He could have built like a more real chain, but he decided not to. He does have a cool cascade here. Note sending over a line and change.
Yeah, I play this game fairly defensively, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a very
Grunkler's
easy thing to do with
damage-
Cascade games.
Yeah.
The Grungler's damage can be really gnarly if your opponent's already fairly high up, but I feel like if you're able to build a clear, it's just not that big of a deal. I could be wrong.
I don't know which I would rate as more violent, but
Mhm.
I don't like the idea of getting stuff in the play space that I already can kind of operate and build on versus
Yeah.
having it set at the bottom where it can mostly be ignored and not interrupt my actual offensive.
Yeah. I feel like the real reason to play Jungle Gym here is that if you deal like 30 or so units of damage, so if you get like a 7 chain, your opponent dies immediately. Like they literally do not get to play.
Pretty much. His
Because
damage
they
feels more
basically are-
permanent.
Yeah.
Is there
And
a
Rune has
specific
to
stream
show
I
us
was-
that he's got. Sorry.
Is there a stream I'm supposed to be watching on? I don't see one in Discord at the moment.
One sec.
You are going to wait until the next match because you can't join
That is-
without stopping the.
Completely fair.
Alright,
Oh, there-
am I lucky?
Kind
Uh,
of.
Only a little bit, yeah.
It's not bad. It's just not great either. It's not excellent.
The name
If it's
of
not
the
excellent,
game.
then that's bad. Yeah, because you need to be excellent to play Pikiinya excellent.
Okay, Rune does have a downstep. Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's
Ah, do
wow.
Oh, I can't move this piece to the left. I wanted to have it
you
one
took
up.
too long.
That's.
Yeah.
I my winner's side match, I was playing Nightshine, and literally every time I was like, finally, a way to down stack, and the piece of garbage would fall exactly in that row, and I'd be like, well, never mind.
Oh, God
And I
bless.
think Pikiinya knows and is mean to you on purpose.
Yeah,
That's funny.
a likely story.
It's equally it's like potentially equally true to anything else we could possibly say about it. You know, we
Mhm.
have no idea.
Isn't it more exciting
Just
that
like-
way, though?
Yes, just like Mahjong, the Mahjong puzzle game.
Just
This
like
game
Mahjong.
is cryptic to us, and that's why we enjoy it so much.
Yeah.
I do like that how there ended up being a pretty good gambling through line for all of Vortex Gallery top 4.
Ah, yes.
I'm actually beginning to think that this game has more gambling in it than Mahjong does. Like, I think I'm actually serious about this one.
I think it's comparable, but I'm still
This game has-
side-eyeing more.
Uh-huh. Note looks in trouble. I would not want Note's board.
No.
As their opponent, I'm glad to hear that.
Note needs a line clear 3 rows up from the bottom of their well. And I don't know how they're gonna get that and also clear these penguins without like creating the spire in column 2.
Yeah, pokes do not
Yeah.
exist in that game. That was like 9 penguins for 1 damage.
Oh, okay.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if Rune if Rune was like a little bit less himself. I actually would not be surprised if he would like start slow playing, but it's so opposite Rune's personality.
Listen, anyone can play slow. I'm here to play fast.
It's true. If you want to play correct, go play against if you want somebody who plays correctly, go play against Roderick.
Yeah.
Roderick knows how to hold up.
That is true. There's definitely people here with like different play styles of like, no, they couldn't possibly not do this. Like
Mhm.
Amelia couldn't possibly not build the ridiculously long chain.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think Rodney is just about one of the only people we have who actually just plays as effectively as possible.
I
Alright,
can't
I'm gonna go
imagine
dip
what it's
and
like
go
to not
play a
have
game.
controlling biases. You don't have that little voice in your head that tells you to play every game like it's the one that you like the most.
uh,
I play every game like your cousin who has never held a SNES controller before.
Oddly specific, but yeah.
Uh,
You hold the pad upside down.
I keep thinking B is A and A is B.
Notes
I've
really
been looking at a
deliberating
character
here.
screen for a while now. We're not like yeah. We're not like desynced, right?
I
No, because if you were desynced and Note was playing, they would at least have hit the A button one time to rotate a piece.
True.
Oh, Note, yeah, I'm just watching a Juicy stream, so you could get going.
yeah, we're fine.
What if it's just like a character code on the character select screen, like unlocking Akuma in Super Turbo to get the other characters in this
But
game?
like everyone?
Yes,
But yeah,
everybody at once.
that would be very funny.
What if it's magical drop and you have to know all of their tarot card secret numbers and then put it in?
Alright, which one's this guy? I think he's got kind of a chariot feel to him. I'm not sure about the guy on the right, though.
That's the fool.
Yeah, maybe. You're right. He definitely does have a bit of that fool feeling to him.
Jungle Jim is definitely Chariot. I would 100% believe that.
Yeah, okay, I'm glad I got that guy correct at least.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping I would get another piece with 2 ice in it by now. There we go. I did need those penguins in column 4, though, to do that.
The small amount of gambling and board restructuring Rune has done has not really left him in a better place. But I'm not going to criticize too harshly because Note is in a much, much worse place with the column 3 well.
Things aren't going great for me, but it's fine. I'll figure it out. I'm hearing a tourist yell at me. That's bad. That means they're dealing damage.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for Note, it's looking like most of the damage you could have offset was on top board, so no gambling for him.
Yeah.
I do think that's what makes the Grungler good, is he denies a lot of gamble rolls.
Right. Also, since the damage comes pretty flat, sometimes the jungle gym will kind of push stuff into alignment that previously wasn't.
Yeah.
Especially for the penguins.
It can feel very off chance if you get the clean hit with Jungle Gym though.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah. It's so impossible to downstack after he drops like 3 lines on you because when they clear, they're just nonsense.
But like I was saying earlier, I think there's some merit to like just not attacking your opponent and letting them stew in their bad situation. And I think the Grungler is just the logical extreme of that, where he's never going to have a chance of fixing your bottom board disadvantage.
Yeah, he'll
You
never
don't
bail
even
you
get the
out.
chance. Yeah. You got to figure that shit out yourself. And if you're truly fucked, he doesn't care. Look at that face.
Man.
You said, "Look at that face." He immediately started doing that creepy happy animation that he was doing. And I was
It
like,
doesn't.
That's even worse.
It could have been
It's even
any
worse.
face. Every face from that works. His default, his advantage, his getting hit, his disadvantage, they're all charmingly the worst. Well, we got a
lot of
big
stuff
gamble
coming
from,
Rune, yeah.
Yep. Okay, we're gonna have to do basically a double line clear to potentially get the Penguins in play for Rune's down stack.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
he would.
Yep, got one line of overhead.
Let's go gambling.
Okay, that
Oh,
looks like it
that's
paid
good.
off. Oof.
Yeah. Not gonna be another one, but it's close.
It's a good hit.
Oh, that's death. There's nothing you're doing from that.
Yeah.
Can't even
Oh,
drop
wait.
Wait.
He got the ghost
Oh,
row
no.
positioning.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, we're fine.
Still alive.
Yeah,
Oh, I think whatever. No, can't even like slow
yeah, no
play,
problems
'cause
here,
the
officer.
damage is coming.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, I think Noda is dead. No, ice. Okay,
Okay, that's a little fucked up.
shows how much I know.
I mean,
Oh.
Rune's allowed to build up the damage. We got a pure fork there, so. This game is wild, yeah.
It's time for my favorite. Oh wait, no, it's not. I fuck up. Never mind.
You didn't get to
It's
do
not
your
that
favorite
good.
opening?
Yeah, my favorite opening is literally just putting 6 penguins in ice along the bottom.
It's fun.
just the world's freest 2-chain.
Satisfying.
Yeah, it is. But now instead I'm going to have to do it this way, which isn't nearly as good.
Okay. Oh. It feels scary to build a opening chain against the Grungler, because if you do not build clean, you're kind of the root cause of your damage for a little while. Like this with Rune, we have a penguin in every single row, all the way up to about row 5 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would take some kind of Pac-Man god hand to get out of this one.
Okay, that's a start though.
I need to grind that out. I'll need to hear that from you.
Funnily enough, the Grungler's damage pattern did actually save me a little bit there, because it put a single ice in column 1, which is precisely what I needed.
Mm.
And there's no way to do that with a piece.
Yeah.
So now I have access to this chain here, which I would not
Oh,
have
that's
had if I
nice.
didn't get that one ice.
When it works out, it really does. But these are just how I interpret the characters'
Oh yeah,
ideas
No, I got
with
pretty
their damage.
fantastically lucky to have a really good damage pattern hit me in exactly the way I needed. Because if it was a penguin or a void, then... Actually, no, a penguin would have been fine. Mainly just a void would have been really annoying.
Rune returning to bottom board now.
Yep.
So the overhead, not super
right.
functional.
Column 1 is the most likely column to get hit. I shouldn't build my penguin chains in there. That should be fine.
Does it always just drop trash from the left side?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
It
Oh,
would.
Rune didn't read the ducks back correctly.
Yeah.
And not getting the pieces to actually capitalize on any of this.
No.
Yeah, super annoying. Let's hope I get lucky. I did.
And he did.
Yes.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Ipatsu, sumo.
Yes,
Mahjong
penguin
players need to be
mahjong.
stopped.
Don't worry, we'll
and-
off over.
And
We'll be the-
Urasan, you shouldn't have.
Yeah, we'll be our own demise eventually. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I like Rune's positioning. Note getting a big gamble here.
Still have a checkerboard with a penguin in most of those rows, though.
Hmm.
Okay, should be able to clear a little bit here, but
There's no.
and then- okay. Jungle Jim's attack just kind of set up Note for like a free 3-chain there.
Hmm.
Doesn't sound too happy.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about hearing that.
It was one of those situations where Note's board looked really checkered, and then your spires at the bottom just pushed it into alignment for some really nice, good stuff. And a very lucky gamble.
Double line clear from Rune, and we're both just kind of in
Yeah.
the sauce at this point.
Okay. Note should be able to trigger the gamble really fast here, though. Oh, no. Oh, that's lucky. And a free full line of penguins at the bottom. That's another 3 or 4 chain there. Yeah, that was nice.
Wait a second. This one, then that one, and we hope to get lucky.
Could that be? Wow, they were both nice. That's nice.
I mean, voids would have been okay as well. It was mainly not penguins that I wanted.
Yeah.
No, that piece doesn't fix the problem. Neither does this piece. Neither does that next one. This is the best one I got then.
Still have another line clear in Rune's queue here. And the overhead damage does not stop him from playing his game. But Rune's gambling opportunities are running out pretty hard now.
Yeah.
Yes.
That one spire is very uncomfortable.
No, if I lock it there, I die, so I have to do it here. But now
I think Rune is checked.
Yeah. Are we going to game 3?
So we are.
Don't worry, that's only another 20 minutes of hot Pikiinya action for you.
God bless. So, what have we learned from the last set?
Nothing.
Okay.
If you want the honest truth, I have no idea why I lost the last set, and I'm not going to do anything differently in this one.
I think there's a couple of instances in that last round specifically where your trash just made Note's life easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I have learned that in losers bracket I should probably pick the other character, but that's for losers bracket.
I see.
That's a problem for later you, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the
Oh,
nice thing, like even if the Grungler's trash isn't always like deadly, it's at least consistent, right? So you know
Yeah.
you're never going to accidentally give them exactly what they need.
I think that's what makes him strong. But also, Note kind of put himself in a Spire situation here just on his own. We have 2 deep wells on column 1 and 5.
Yeah.
Like,
But are those the columns that the Trident comes up in, or the ones next to the one?
it's next to it, which could counter it, but like, oh man, we're already here at a check.
Yeah, this looks bad.
Not only do we need
it's
the
gonna
double
get
line
worse.
clear, we need
Unless I
that
fix their
to.
stack. I did. No.
I don't.
It really is on the offset.
I don't consider this fixed. I was
No.
Note gonna get a group of 6 penguins. We need the double penguin here. Gets
There's
it.
a double penguin there. Yeah.
You
Is
I
it a
see.
good gamble? Okay.
That's like
I've seen much better gambles.
that's like winning $5 off a scratch-off ticket.
Yeah.
I don't want
That's
to
the
fast, but
$5 back on the $10 ticket.
maybe it really is due to the Grungler that I don't feel like this version is as gambling heavy. Like, clearly it is. But I have to
Was
wonder.
the other version all bottom garbage on the
Yes.
other one? Yeah. Because I remember the first time we played this, it being particularly.
Particularly first to 1, yes.
Yes.
Between that and like having the shared piece queue, Super Famicom Bikini just moves at a much slower clip. But I have to
felt less
wonder.
bullied.
You have a lot more opportunity for chance.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice chain by Rune.
To wonder what the other characters actually add to this, because like
Maybe they don't send the question marks and they send actual guys. Who knows?
because there's a non-negligible amount. There's more hidden characters than there are base roster. I think it's like 8.
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay. That is still technically more.
Maybe one day we'll find out. Maybe my bounty will work out.
I mean, I was planning on giving it a try after bracket. It's just I didn't have a lot of time because I was only drilling this game
I
a
get
day
it.
or 2 ago.
Note needs something to happen here, and his opportunity is about 4 rows higher than it should be.
That
So-
was actually a 4 line here.
I think that's it.
I think Note might be super dead. Yeah.
Good games. One of my very last moves there was a good example of what not to do, actually. Because I had a really good line clear in the 3rd row and some bad ones in the first 2. I should have just filled it in with anything and then gone for the 3rd one.
Clearly, I did not use the interact function on OBS enough. I am very elegant. Thank you all for noticing. We're going to get into my part of winner's quarters there.
Oh, this is big for me because I play the loser of this one. Extra
Yeah.
invested.
It'll be a good time. Let me get a lobby going. I've been waiting for this game.
Oh, you haven't played yet.
Well,
Excited?
it took a second.
I will be back in approximately 1 minute.
Very
Or
well.
should I wait for you to start? I'll join the lobby first, and then I will.
I'm
come
just
Uh,
gonna watch off Discord if that's an option.
It's
back.
an
Oh, yeah,
option.
let's do that. Okay, I'll be back in a moment.
Why is everyone checking into my match?
I prefer watching from Discord, and also that way, like, if we have staggered matches, I can come in halfway without doing this to you.
Yeah, it's appreciated.
Hmm.
Why were you checking into someone else's match?
Because why not? Can have fun.
Alrighty. So this matchup, I feel, can be very funny. Because it's literally just, what if the penguin was upside down? You know? And that can go pretty well for you, or it could go really bad. Like, the gambling could be as simple as, oh yeah, man, I just get out of whatever I was working on. And then other times it'll be like, actually, your entire board is secret grade. Have a good time. Like, just have a good life. It's fine. No sweat. You got this. I believe in you.
Juicy's style in this game is very greedy and aggressive. He has already got a pretty massive chain building here if he can just find the right pieces for it.
Yeah.
Or who knows, he might just get lucky. No, he gets it the other way around. If that ice was a penguin and the penguin was an ice, that would have caused quite a large chain.
Yeah, definitely. You still have quite a bit to go to downstack here to get to our gas, but Welsh doesn't really have a whole lot on board. It's just a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and
Once the
Juicy's
waveform-
board is actually fairly clean, even though he's kind of got penguins everywhere, just because they're in nice, clean groups of 3 and more.
Yep.
But it's not quite all chaining together the way he wants.
No, but he should be able to get a good ice clear here, and then unfortunately he has to clear out a group in columns 4 and 5. Oh, Welsh.
Yeah.
Welsh never found another clear. That'll definitely
Yeah,
kill you.
yeah, no, I was finding a good time to say it. Juicy is playing so much faster than Welsh that he can do chains faster than Welsh can do clears.
I've
And
returned.
that's all it takes. You know, like,
Yeah, all you have to do is play about 3 times faster than your opponent, and you can do whatever you want.
yeah. Especially with this character. Because like chances are if you're sending the spires, you would have to send like a decent amount to actually disrupt your opponent's board. Sometimes you'll like fix their board for them, which is annoying. And then they find a clear and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
That did happen to me once when I was playing against the tourist, but it's a lot less likely because fixing your board from above is a lot harder than fixing it from below.
Yes.
Yeah.
But now Welsh is playing fast enough where Juicy is not just getting these chains for free. He's gonna have to gamble for them. And he gets a little unlucky there, but not unlucky enough where he can't just do this. But having a whole bunch of clear ice on top of his next trigger down there is really annoying.
Yep.
Clear ice is the worst thing to have on top of your trigger.
Yeah,
For
definitely.
fairly obvious reasons. You need to clear it and then put something on top of it as well. You can't just clear it and have the penguin drop in. But, yep, Juicy's fine now.
It looks like he's gonna drop some penguins, but this overhead damage.
Yeah,
Okay,
now
if
he's
he
gonna
gets
need to hit
lucky-
a 1 and 2.
It can also be empty. So, oh, he lucked out.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Oh, you're right. It was a little better than 1 and 2 because something like empty, empty, or empty penguin would have been fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That was a big chain. That's going to be a lot of garbage.
Oh, yeah.
But as a general rule of thumb, if you want garbage to fill in a line, it's a 1 in 2. If you want garbage to fill in a penguin combo, it's 1 in 4.
Oh, because there's two ice blocks, yeah. That have
Yes.
different odds, yeah.
It is just a nice, simple 2x2 square of does it have ice, does it have penguin? It can fill in any one of the 4 spots in that square.
You would make me imagine something with a metaphor. I'm way too tired.
I'm
way
sorry.
too EP. Wait, listen.
Alright.
Literary
Allow
devices.
me to
get 'em away
remove the
from me.
metaphor. It's as though there are 4 different options.
Oh,
one of which is void, one of which is penguin, one of which
Wow. That makes a lot of sense. Doesn't get it
no
at all.
Please, this is only so simple I can make it.
Unfortunately, Juicy only gets the 2 chain here. If he had gotten the 3, that would have been gas. But he didn't like. It's so scary against this character, like overcommitting, because he punishes you so badly if you misjudge.
Yeah, Juicy's board was a little awkward there, although he's dealing with it quite well, where a lot of... When you are building the ice along the bottom of your board, you want to be paying fairly close attention to how many penguins are inside that ice. Because if it's none, that's great. If it's lots, that's even better. But if it's only a little bit, that's bad and you need to handle it delicately.
Yeah, definitely.
Because what is really uncomfortable is when you get the line clear and then one stray penguin just throws off the rest of your board alignment on the collapse.
Yeah. So what you really want is when you
Well,
notice
nice
that you
juicy.
only have a couple of penguins in your line clear, you want to then take it as fast as possible and instead of building on top of it. Because that way you can just handle whatever comes out gracefully.
Got sniped. Ouch.
Yeah.
Juicy's basically all clear gaming his board into 19 or 20 garbage there.
Yeah, Juicy is very good at the chain building of this game. Or at least good enough where he's beaten most of us.
You did say it was a pack attack, like, doesn't Juicy love pack attack?
He does love pack attack.
Oh yeah. I consider myself to be fairly good at pack attack as well. But I think Juicy's a little better at pack attack versus than I am.
Yep. I feel like this game's a little easier to get into than pack attack.
I think I played pack attack with you guys once on in casuals or like a King of the Hill scenario. I had no idea what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
It's just this with Pac-Man. What's the problem?
So it was very arcane.
Yeah. I'd say the multiplayer of this is maybe a little easier to get into than pack attack, but the single player of this is a lot harder than pack attack.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I haven't really played this multiplayer at all outside of Bracket, but the fact that I'm fairly good at this game single player does just mean that, like, my opponent hits me with a bunch of garbage, and I'm like, okay, but I can downstack that. Like, in my match against Note.
Greeting on a very cool
yeah, that's pretty greedy. It is probably correct, though. Yeah, immediately pays off. It's fine. Doesn't quite get the chain here, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it buries all of Welsh's. Oh, actually finds a single clear.
Yeah.
Okay, that was actually pretty sick.
That was a good gamble.
Yeah, if Juicy did a little bit more damage, that would have been an instant kill instead of letting them gamble their way out a little bit. Ooh, they didn't want that void there. That's annoying. Now they can't make a line clear.
I think Welsh actually having like some leftover garbage that was just buried somewhere in the board paid off really well there. Like a delayed gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now this is going to be quite a difficult situation for them to get out of, even if Juicy just never hits them again.
A really unlucky set of
Wait,
pieces.
Juicy's hitting them!
Oh,
Juicy,
wow.
what are you doing? That's so rude!
Ouch.
You're not being a gracious host, Juicy.
Yeah.
I need to prove that this game ends on time compared to the other one a lot more. GG's.
So, just to clarify for myself, because it seems to be the case, if you place a piece that is above the top of the board, is what kills you.
Yes.
And if that piece does
Any
not make a
corner.
match, right?
Yeah.
Because some games like you have to place it in a row where like the piece actually spawns, but this game doesn't care about that, right?
More or less, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Because
Wait.
pieces can spawn up in the ghost row even if columns 3 and 4 are full, just so long as
Mhm.
you don't lock anything above the top line.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not the damage being in place there. It's the piece that you place that ends the match, but garbage can absolutely make it that you don't have a legal placement.
Yes.
You get a little bit of stall time. You maybe get a Hail Mary if you have the position to like make a clear that high up on board, but wouldn't bet on it.
hmm
So we got for eepiness versus this freaking guy.
This friggin' guy.
We love commentary. Kill. Look, I left it as this guy, and then you must have graduated when I wasn't looking.
Guy haven't done anything. I'm totally innocent.
Oh, this timed out while connecting to you. Let me
Ooh.
try again.
That's because the code is wrong. Try that one.
I've failed
Oh.
the commentary team by being in losers at this point. We could have had all commentary winners or winners semifinals.
Oh,
And you like the
My
Penguin game.
I told you that I'm not good at it. I enjoy it. We are kin, the Penguin game and I, but I'm not good at it.
Oh,
I am here.
give me a sec.
hello.
Oh, right. Yeah,
That's
maybe
also
don't select your
similar
background.
to how I feel about it. Like, I know how to play it and I think it's fun, but the deeper aspects of the game mostly elude me.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about it. You know, I'm just trying to get my homies together.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You gotta
Well, if you
unfreeze
truly
the
wanted all
homies.
of your homies to get together, then you'd have to think a little harder about it. You got to dedicate yourself to your homies.
That's what I'm out here doing.
I think Birdup's watching over.
I'm watching on the stream
Yeah.
or on Juicy's Discord stream.
So you're a fan of this guy too, Rats?
Yes. Yes, I am.
That's great.
I think he's good, but I think I just don't like having that chance that you can get out.
Mhm.
Yeah. No,
What,
honestly,
really?
even though I like this guy and I'm playing as him, I think I would agree. That's why in Loser's Bracket, I'll give the other guy a try and see if that turns things around for me. But hopefully I just never get to Loser's Bracket, so I don't need to see what's up with the other guy. Not a great gamble.
I don't understand why there's two sprites of the character.
So there's
Why
the
do you
big
mean
guy, and there's the little guy.
background, and there's the little guy, and they do the same animation essentially, but they're
Great.
just different. What?
Because
Oh,
it's
you
fun.
know. It's
Uh,
fun.
It
What are
is
you, some
fun.
kind of hater? Like,
I was,
Oh, this is always what Rats pulls out.
no, I'm a product manager, and I can imagine going to my art team and be like, "Look, I know you made the big guy, but now you got to make the little guy." And they'll be like, "What's the difference?" And I'll be like, "Nothing. He's smaller."
That is the difference.
He's in the middle of the screen, you know.
You know, I thought I didn't like playing against the other guy. Now that I'm playing against this guy in the mirror, I don't like playing against this guy either.
No.
Yeah.
What the hell?
The only person we like playing against is the Cheetah Girl.
Yeah, why can't more of my opponents pick her into me?
We had one.
Shouts out to sticking to your guns, even when those guns are inferior.
Look. I'm gonna again
Let's go
recount
gambling?
Vortex Gallery a little bit. Like, for those who watch the stream and don't have the context, the setup for stream matches were like 10 feet away from the commentary booth. And I did my best to not, tip our hand on anything that the players could hear in earshot about how to improve their game. But I was kind of loudly nudging like, aggro Craig. So he's picking off the penguin, right? This is his chance to counterpick.
Don't worry, you were trying not to tip your hand, and if you watch the VOD, you could hear me screaming, "Pick a different character" from the crowd.
Yeah, but like you guys are allowed to.
Yes.
That's me. I have to be at least a little professional. Oh. I'm not gonna always say pick a top tier, but unfortunately, I think the Cheetah Girl and Penguin are just they don't
those
bring
two
a
do
lot to the
seem
table.
basically
Yeah.
unviable.
To be fair, my strategy in most mystery games is pick the character I think is going to be the most like Ryu, because I understand
No,
what Ryu
same.
does, and,
Yeah,
and Penguin is the main character, so he is clearly Ryu, and you should pick him.
so here's the thing about that. Ryu isn't good in puzzle games.
That's
No, but
true.
sure,
That's a
okay,
known
fair.
thing.
Ryu was never a thinker, so
Oops.
Oh.
Bad placement.
Ooh,
He thinks about how to punch good.
I'm holding down if you're saying oops. You can't say oops.
What if it's actually fine though?
oh,
Really? It doesn't look fine, but what if it is?
You gotta prove it.
I'm trying to prove it.
Oh, funny.
Oh, right.
funny
That's one little
damage.
bit of damage. Maya got me. Damn.
yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, even if we did convince Aggro Craig to pick a different character, he would have had to go gambling, and he had a 1 in 4 chance of picking Cheetah Girl. So you would
Oh,
have the void, and
yeah.
your whole thing would have been messed up, and right, like,
How do you pick the bad character to the worst character?
yeah.
Yeah, no, like even all of the gambling aside from this, I think that's a fun side element that unfortunately is very domineering in the game. I think chain building in this game is just fascinating. Like it's
a lot
so
of
much fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually like
Oh.
I love Cleo, but I feel like I get to play more of the game when I'm playing this than when I'm playing Cleo. But it like activates the same neurons for me.
I love Pack Attack.
Mm-hmm.
This is still my favorite Cascade game to theorycraft in.
Yeah.
Rune sure.
I
Oh.
Go across now.
Oh.
I have to do this and hope for the best.
Oh no.
Okay. We'll get another chance, but we need to be able to.
No, no.
Yeah, I needed like any voids.
Just something to be able to pivot over to column 1, but that just did not happen.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the time to think too hard, brother.
Yeah, I only thought for a second. Get off my case.
Look, less scrupulous parties would
Oh.
accuse you of worse.
Oh, whoops. I can't believe I'm misdropping this much, although luckily his damage pattern does not affect that column.
Oh, the triple line clear there is nice.
Yeah,
What's the gamble? Oh,
not
it's not
great.
a lemon.
could have
No.
been better.
Okay.
Uh,
Gets her way out of this with the right pieces, so we're gonna be rolling here.
Go gambling.
I don't know that this was a
Oh.
good roll.
No,
No, it
that
was
was a bad
not.
roll.
That was a
It was one
deeply
blow
bad
and
roll.
a bunch of checkers.
okay, I am capable of defeating rats for at least one round.
Yeah,
Well, that means it might happen again. Hopefully.
hopefully.
So when I put that checkerboard piece down that way, that was an advanced chain setup.
Yeah.
And what we're about to see is the way that that advanced chain setup pays off eventually.
Yeah.
With a little bit of gambling.
It's the long game.
I'm looking at what you're setting down, and
Yeah. You like it? You a big fan? Because that would
you
make
know
one
what
of us.
It might be nice here.
I can't even irony poison this bit.
Oh, never mind. The damage coming in made it look not nice.
I think I'd take post damage. Yeah. We're gonna get funny double line clear conversion here if we get the right scope. Yep.
Yeah. With the 7 damage coming in, I have to do it now.
It's gonna be a good down stack. It's not a large chain, but get a 2 into there. Gonna be 9 damage isn't great, but it's also not bad. Unfortunately, Rats is not in a position where she needs to gamble at all.
The thing is, if you're in a position where you can't gamble, that means you're in a position where you can't win big.
That is true. You got me there.
Well, you'll have plenty of opportunity to gamble now, Rats.
Yeah, that is true.
Wait, she will? No, I shouldn't have hit her.
That's the nature of the character you're playing, brother.
Oh, this is a
Wait,
Yeah,
you're
that's
saying I chose this on purpose? You're saying I live like this of my own volition?
Hey, on purpose might not be the right wording. It can still be completely incidental and yield the same consequences. Okay. Unfortunately, Rune does not have a lot of penguins in his ice anymore, so I'm much more inclined to like Rats' gambling chances here, because, Lord, there are a lot of homies to thaw out. Oh no.
That is the noise I do like to hear from my opponent.
Oh, the checkered board piece too.
I'm glad Rats is keep the lineage up of me wanting to play poker with puzzle game players, because their tells are obvious as hell. Okay, we're gonna finagle this one correctly.
Oh, wait, you do have clears?
I mean, the clear was there.
I'm slow playing for a reason, Rune. I'm slow playing because
I mean, if you're slow playing for a reason... Wait, no, I have clears as well, though. I don't know who loses this.
I think you do first.
Oh, wait, no, okay.
Oh, wait, look at that. She's actually out. Oh, no,
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, in that case, then I lost to nothing by slow playing. It's not like I could have won. Alright, good game.
GG.
Oh no, now we have to see Rune's Grungler.
Yeah.
I, for one, am excited.
Yeah, we'll see if that guy works out any better for me.
Time will tell.
All right, Juicy, you got a lobby code?
Give me a second.
What if I check into your match again?
I can't stop you.
You're right. Well, I'm about to get yelled at.
So what would you do that would get you yelled at? I
You
could.
see there is a request in the chat.
And that would be?
Your opponent has requested to Gentleman 1 cheetah set.
The silence says everything.
Yeah. Well, Juicy.
Just said fine.
Okay, we didn't catch that.
Alright, I need to go play my set, so I will,
All right, good luck.
we'll see what happens.
Well,
It's gonna be
So-
very funny if they don't pick Cheetah. Just
Is-
oh
That
yeah,
would
thanks.
be
That's what I meant.
so funny.
I would have to
That would
kick
be the
Nightshine from the
funniest
server.
thing.
So do we think that the cheetah girl is also an alien, or is she like a native?
I don't know. I have no idea.
She's not the
So you
same
may
brand
need
of
to
like
update
weird
the
as the
scoreboard.
penguins. Me, I would never update scoreboard. What do you mean?
I always forget when I'm playing on stream, so
No, same.
it's just very normal.
I was getting a lot of pings for that last one, but I thought I had. But whichever.
Okay, Nightshine has managed to avoid getting kicked from the server.
Do some holding down. Yeah.
Hmm I don't see it on the side chair, but I imagine Juicy's on the left and Nightshine's on the right.
Yes,
Correct.
that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, Juicy likes to greed pretty deep. And
Yeah.
against this character, you absolutely should, I feel.
hmm
Because like she can never interrupt your chain form, right?
She can by hitting you with less than 6 damage.
Oh. That's
Yeah, like
kind of
see how on the
interesting.
right side. Yeah.
I don't think that makes her viable in the slightest, but it's very funny.
No, yeah, there is a way for you to interact with your opponent's board. As long as
Okay.
you don't hit them with an exact multiple of 6 damage, then it just does nothing.
Mm-hmm. Juicy's looking pretty comfortable. We're thinking about gambling soon.
hmm Yeah, the gambling with Cheetah Girl is very funny because they're all just in a giant pile together. It truly just anything could happen.
Yeah, if you leave a group of 5 penguins at the bottom of your board and they're touching a lot of garbage, you could get extremely lucky
Yeah,
in like a very funny way.
yeah.
Ooh,
At least
Juicy
getting
Juicy's got a bit of an overstack to work through in here in column
yeah.
5.
His opponent's board is also quite annoying now, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be very difficult for Nightshine to make any line clears like this. They've got
Yeah.
one pretty obvious penguin clear that they're about to go for.
Yeah, but it doesn't really get them a whole lot. Oh my
Yeah.
god, this damage
Oh, that's
really
funny.
helped out.
That's so funny. That damage actually helped them a lot. Oh, supremely lucky on the very bottom there.
This match is so silly.
Hmm. That's kind of the thing, isn't it? It doesn't matter how lucky you get when you're playing as Cheetah Girl. All it does is put 20 question marks at the bottom of their board,
Yeah.
and then they get to gamble them.
I kind of wonder if every match would also just naturally go long with her.
Possibly. Depends how good the players are at surviving.
Yeah, we had a similar issue when we worked on a mirror rule set for Puzzle Bobble 4. And while I think that's mostly a good idea, there is a character who can't present enough offense to his mirror to be
Right.
viable. Like he slows
Yeah.
down the bracket.
Is that the one that can only deal damage from the top, the totem?
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah.
Cause like
I do like the
Juicy-
idea of, in a forced mirror matches bracket, you have to ban the characters that are too bad rather than
Yeah.
too good.
yeah. Yeah, because there's no quota.
Yeah.
Unlike Magical Drop at least has a quota system for you to break out of stalemates.
Yeah.
Alright, Nightshine's in a little bit of peril, but we could
Just
continue
one
to
penguin clear may get them out of this.
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh,
they get
easy.
a little unlucky, yeah.
This follow-up pressure from Juicy is really what does the trick here.
hmm I'm not sure if I've ever seen Cheetah Girl's victory animation.
Yeah,
I don't know that
same.
you will. Well,
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever gonna see it again after the end of this set.
Oh, Juicy's going really deep.
Yeah, he never really got the correct piece for line clears there, so he just had to keep building up and up. But it's fine. This
Yeah.
down stack's pretty easy from here.
Yeah, this character
Doesn't even
can't
go for it,
actually
just keeps
punish him
chaining.
for going deep, so...
Funnily
Like,
enough,
what
there's
she's-
actually an amount of damage that Juicy could get hit by. If he gets hit by exactly 4 or 10 damage, it's going to just line up his penguins.
That's true. Yeah, it's like, what is this carrot? What are you supposed to do? Give me a lottery ticket? Like, that's your damage? Like, come on, get out of here. All right.
What if you very specifically just tried to deal 1 or 7 damage constantly?
Oh.
Just try to, like, world them.
Yeah, but like you'd have to know like what columns the damage is gonna arrive in, and like
It's
how that
always
would
left to
interact with
right.
your. Yeah, it's like. I feel like it would be.
I mean, it
very
sounds like the
hard.
kind of thing your opponent could very easily counter build against if they realized you were
Yeah.
trying to do that.
Oh, Juicy.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my god! It
massive
keeps going.
chain. He's run out of animations.
Yeah.
it stopped.
What's funny is that if Jungle Jim gets 30, he literally kills you outright.
Yeah, that would
Like,
have been
it's-
instant death if he was playing as Jungle Jim.
Okay. All right, Juicy.
I like. Oh wait,
Look
no,
for a
this chain
line
doesn't
clear
quite
here.
work.
Might work later.
If. Oh yeah, yeah, it'll work later, or it'll work now with that.
Yeah, he's currently just building some ice. Oh. You know, whatever.
Nightshine. Nightshine's got an annoying build here. Not just a
Yeah.
Spire and 5, but also 3 as well. This is the kind of stack that is not just randomly going to get fixed by a bunch of cheetah girl garbage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, even though they just did a fairly good job there, all Juicy needs is a clear and a little bit of luck, and he'll be fine.
Ooh.
But Nightshine's gonna have those spires forever unless they can actually start working on fixing them.
That was
Oh,
nothing.
Wow!
Okay.
Juicy. You're so unlucky. Can't believe it.
I can't. Did you try playing this character?
Yeah. I have played this character against a computer, and I was like, wow, this is pretty atrocious. Okay, cool chain setup for Juicy. We're greeting. We need an ice clear in order to clear this big group.
Oh.
Oh, chugging. Hit the lag switch.
I
Juicy's got kind of a mess going here, but if
Yeah,
there's
the
anything
clear
I've
ice
learned
in the
about,
bottom left. Oh,
if there's
the,
anything
the
I've
one
learned about,
garbage he got.
the one thing I've learned
Sorry.
about this matchup is that your board health is kind of fake. Like,
Yeah,
Please try again.
I mean, it's fake except in terms of spires. But you can have, as long as you're playing flat, you can have literally anything in any orientation and the garbage might fix it.
Yep.
Fun little chain from Juicy here. And the penguins down in the bottom right are still accessible for now. Oh, wait. What if actually it all just went away? Although this clear ice in column 5 for Juicy is now pretty annoying.
Mhm.
Built on top of his trigger, he might just need to wait to get hit to fix it.
That is a little cursed. Like, like straight up. It was like, hang on, wait, please send damage.
Another reason why Birdup likes this game. It's a wait, please send damage game. Just like his favorite magical drop 3. This is starting to look like... Oh wait, no, he does get 1 clear here.
Yeah.
Maybe even a second.
Oh, he's so
That looks pretty
outta
good on the
here.
right. I'm not sure if he's so out, but he's out enough.
Yeah, he sort of replaced that really awkward situation with Secret Grade. He does have a clear here.
What Nightshine needs to do now is not attack ever again, except in like a 3-chain.
That's true.
Ah, never mind.
All right, well that was a gas.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Interesting.
The time
Alright.
of gentlemen is over.
That's true.
Now is the time of tourists.
Juicy looking for an ice to stack into column 5. Oh, we're going a little deeper, but this overhead garbage, pretty annoying. Okay,
You
if he
say
gets
that,
an
Notesta,
ice,
but
Oh, he
there
gets
is
the
no
right ice.
rule.
let's go.
There's no rule in the bracket saying anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Juicy leaving this big well, waiting for a double ice. I feel like you should cash it in rather than
Thing
wait
is-
for.
Yeah, I was just say the thing is whether he puts a double or a single ice down there, it's just going to kind of mess with his stack because he
Mhm.
built a lot on top of it. But I don't know,
He
it's
has
still got plenty of
a
groups of
great out
5. Things
here.
are going
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Juicy needed another piece of ice to get a cool free damage extension, but Nightshine looks very out.
They look about as dead as you can get. When you see that big kanji in the middle of your screen that says defeat, that generally means you cannot win anymore.
Oh, you can read?
Yes, I can read.
You can read and count?
I can read and I can count.
Rune.
I'm
You
one
know-
of the
yeah.
smartest puzzle game players alive.
Have your puzzle degree? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I did my doctorate thesis on reading.
oh my god.
Counting, though, is still pretty difficult. Usually we need computers to count for us.
Mm-hmm. We have a chat question about win switching. We typically publish rules about character choices, and we didn't put a rule about win switching. So you're
Yeah.
free to win switch. It's really not a big deal. Oh,
Yeah,
There it
I
is.
generally just go by whatever's put in the challenge page. If the
Mhm.
challenge page doesn't say it, then how is anyone supposed to know?
yes, yeah. So you can always look on the challenge page for the most up-to-date version of the rules.
Mhm.
Don't sweat it. If it's not in there, just
In this
and
case,
there's a
because
mistake,
they
let you
did
know.
gentlemen to a mirror match,
mm-hmm.
I would be more willing to let them off the hook regardless of just like,
Yeah.
yeah, that one was just the weird one though.
Mm-hmm. Nightshine is slow playing. I guess afraid of this damage that they have. Question mark. Juicy has a down stack. Oh, it doesn't go as far as I thought. Now we're putting more ice. I'm a little worried.
Yeah, I'd be too. Considering that they have 5
Oh.
penguins to place and not enough room to place them.
Oh, we misplaced the X piece. It's so hard. The piece spawns completely off the screen. So it can be
Yeah.
very, very hard to maneuver at top board, especially with some pieces. I find the X piece in particular very difficult to play with.
Yeah, when it's literally all the way off the top of the board and you don't have enough room to soft drop it even a little bit, you just have to remember the orientation it came in and which way the buttons rotate them.
Yeah.
It's something that's kind of difficult if you are not used to, like, I don't know, playing Tetris at extremely high speeds or something.
Yeah.
Playing from the next queue instead of playing from the actual field.
Did you see holding down?
Mhm.
We get a little unlucky, but it's fine.
Yeah, he didn't get so unlucky that he lost access to it, at least.
No, but this overhead guard.
Now he has to go gambling,
so-
though.
He receives so much ice. It's like actually unreal.
Let's see how lucky he is in that middle one there.
Oh my
About
god!
as unlucky as you can get.
Holy moly. Okay, now what?
Death.
GG's.
GG's. Wow.
Let's see where we are in
Nice time with
bracket.
a convincing 2-0.
So we have. That's an interesting winners finals.
Yeah.
Let's see where we're going next with our match calls. Oh, it's commercial break time. That's crazy. Let me get into our promo slides. Wow, crazy.
Sponsoring us this week.
Who's sponsoring us this week? I couldn't tell you. We had Rossi passing slide there.
Yeah!
That's in the books. That was
Everyone
a great
remember
time.
to travel a few weeks into the past.
So we actually have the first of our end of the Magidoro Masters 4 qualifiers next week on February 19th. Bird Up, you want to talk about this one?
I'm in a match, but
Damn.
yeah, come celebrate my wife's birthday by playing Magical Drop with me and the rest of the Puzzle Wednesday crew. You can earn your points. You could qualify for the finale in June if you earn enough points. That's the one that has the big money cash prize and a lot of pride on the line since it's 4 years running. Come and see if you could beat South America. They're very good at this game.
They are.
And I have to focus on not losing to the Grungler now, so I'll be back.
No. Best of luck. February 26th, we are playing Weltris, which is, out of everything we've run, I feel a game that asks the least of your puzzle fundamentals out of anything we might have ever played. It is a game about neutral. It is a game about footsies. It is a game about blocking your opponent from engaging with the actual Weltris game as much as possible. And I'm super here for it. It's a funny time. Mouse Shooter Go-Go, equally violent game. You have to focus a little bit more on the puzzle solves, but this game is kind of what if Puzzle Bobble was also Dodgeball. You're trying to match colors, you're aiming and shooting, but you have 2 win conditions. You can win by clearing your board of your colors, or you can just peg the piece that you have right now at your opponent's head, and that's also just a round win if they don't block it. Which is one of the most tense things I've experienced. We did a sort of dunk tank money match system at Vortex Gallery as well. I had to do someone at first to 5 in this game. I think I shaved a year off my life. It was stressful. But it's also charming. And March 12th, we're back with Pedal Crash Online. It's been a moment, but if I know at least some people on the server here have probably been playing the backer build of Pedal Crash 2, so we're going to get even more that would have worked in Pedal 2 excuses than usual. But if you're curious, Pedal Crash Online is free on itch.io. If you just want to take that chance, 0 investment in, it'll be a good time, I promise. And that's it for our brackets in the foreseeable future. let's see what we're doing in match call again.
I did not stop the grungler. I was grungled, and now it's over.
I'm sorry about your grungle status, brother.
That's okay. We'll live.
We're going to winners finals. It's going to be Rats and Nightshine. Okay. Got the room code up. They get right in there. Play join session. And there we are. And no, we're not.
No, nothing works.
It just got shot. So I'm going to try again.
We are on the upcoming events page.
Yep. Because I'm still trying to even get into the hosting right quick. I'll switch that over once that's less shot. Okay.
That plays synchronizing one out of one, and then it's like 2, 3, 4 all at once.
I
feel like I'm missing. I still have one player who's not synchronizing, or a spectator.
My 1v1 is hanging for a while now.
What happens if you? Oh, there we go. You're in.
I'm in.
I'm missing a spectator. Netplay peer left the session. Connection timeout.
Oh, we got the Discord stream anyway.
Yep. It might have been that Juicy tried to join and then it didn't connect and it was just hanging.
That's
probably that one.
That makes a lot of sense.
I didn't even try to join.
Well.
Rats, you're on the right, correct?
I am on the left.
On the left. That's what
Rats,
I meant. But
Rats is Team Jungle Gym.
Like a good puzzle game player, I don't actually know my left from my right either. Can't count
No.
Don't know my left from my right.
No, we know that one.
Yep.
Not me. I use Rats got mad at me at Frosty Faustines because she found out that I only rotate with one button, even if there's 2 rotate buttons.
Oh, that it's gonna set you back in your career at least a little bit. You gotta know your left and your right.
What if I just rotate one way but faster? You know, that should be fine, right?
Okay.
I'm not playing Tetris the Grandmaster. We're okay.
That's like one of the games where you can actually kind of get away with that in some scenarios. Anyway,
people keep telling me there's different kinds of Tetris, and I don't believe any of you.
There is, brother. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, Rats avenging me really hard here. This is some murder.
Oh wow, jeez. Oh yeah, what do you do about that? I guess you're still alive. Oh, nope,
Die.
Not anymore. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this is a really weird matchup. I feel like you can get away with either one depending on like your own personal flavor of building, but that damage spike was very convincing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Rat's playing some diverse gaming.
I realize my bias where I'm just like, I would like to keep playing my game completely unabated, but maybe you leave a little bit of the risk in there just so you can do something like that. Rats with a metric ton of just empty ice.
Yeah, wow.
So no immediate chain potential coming down the pipeline here just yet. We have what was already pre-built. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, good 3-chain apparently ruins lives. Okay.
Well, that's a bad gamble too. Oh, okay, they'll get out here.
Another good 3-chain. 11 is going to be... 11 does 2 lines of damage, which... I suppose that's the other thing that could be particularly useful about Jungle Gym. The amount of damage he actually needs to get the same level of verticality as his opponents is not as much.
Yeah.
Because even smaller folks convert into just fucked up pressure pretty easily. We're still playing on Rat's End. It's getting a little spiry. I think she's waiting to get hit. Sorry, I got my player stats wrong. See, it's still playing from Nightshine. And yeah, we're clearly waiting to get hit. Nightshine actually doing a pretty solid job of getting out of a bad situation here. That's a little blocked, so we're going to have to gamble.
Ooh, looking scary here.
I need to place that one correct.
Yeah, what is that one between all those penguins? It's a penguin! Oh, so lucky.
Oh, we worked out.
Yeah, that worked out real good. That worked out so good. Oh my god. That's gonna be a lot of damage. Okay.
Nightshine downstack to actually be able to handle all of it, which not a given in this game.
Oh, but there's penguins in all of those columns. What do you do about that? Okay, you could make a match there.
Well, that's extending the tail on her downstack.
That double ice clear at the bottom also really helped out Nightshine.
Yeah, but Nightshine's still in disadvantage as long as we have like the column 3 spire. Column 5's not too far off. Yeah. We're gonna dice roll.
Oh, those penguins found one of their friends. Okay. These roads that are all just empty ice and like one penguin are so painful when you clear them because they don't help you at all.
No. You're just kind of hoping. Okay, we got a good hit there.
Yeah.
Rat's gonna need to defend from this. None of that. Oh, that's actually
that's good.
Somewhat decent downstack. Okay, and there's the follow-up.
That was a little more back and forth than I anticipated than it was looking earlier in the match, but it's good.
So we are doing a flat first to 2 across the board here. So losing a game in this is going to be painful. You do not have a lot of time to consider what of your 2 good characters is going to be the right pick for you. But we are picking off the Grungler.
I'm actually of the opinion as a TO that if a tournament starts as first to 2, it should be first to 2 all the way and never switch.
Yeah. The more and longer I do this, the more I'm inclined to agree. I just don't know how well that tracks to fighting games, but
I think it tracks better for fighting games.
Fair enough.
If your strategy's working the whole time in first to 1 or first to 2, like you should get to stick with that strategy. Why do I have to play a different game just because I made it further?
Yeah. I don't know. I've been around too many CVS2 brackets It's like
Yeah.
you don't need that many counts. You got, brother.
No, you don't need that much time.
But we've over the last year, 2024 in particular, we got more and more games that got shaved down to no extended grands at all.
Yeah. Yeah, that all that garbage in Rat's Throat couldn't even move the piece over to row 1 if she wanted to. But also that last round, Rats died despite not putting anything in the column where all of the trash was above the top of the board. So I was confused. I thought they could exist in that ghost row as long as you didn't place anything on them.
If any part of your block doesn't matter that makes it clear after it, you still need to resolve safely. So, like, she did part of a move, it got some of the board cleared, but something was still in column 2.
Even though she didn't interact with column 2 at all.
Or whichever part was overhang. Was it 5? It was something.
These penguins, they're a mystery to me. That's why I like them so much.
Yeah. I think there is value to poke in this, but like actually calculating damage off of a poke is just hard. Being able to choose between your overhead and below board pattern damage is it's kind of a guess. I'm lamenting Rats as well, but not as much as Nightshine's Wells.
No. Oh, yeah, and now there's something pushed over the line there in column 5.
A little bit.
It's not far enough over the line, though. Oh, the gamble's going to help. It's going to clear out at least column 6. Yeah.
Nightshine needs to be decided. Oh. Somehow manages to still sort of get out, but we're kind of just shifting where the overstack is.
Yeah. It's moments like that where you only have one more move the game's going to let you make, and then it hands you the checkerboard block.
I feel, and no one's ever supported me on this, but I've run too many of them to have this be personally denied to me. I feel like Puzzle Fighter always hands you the right move to get out of like top board shenanigans as long as you're playing carefully.
It does it more often than the average puzzle game, which might just be a statistics thing, or it might be an actual coding. Like,
I'm down the rabbit hole not to believe that's intentional.
Yeah. Both players are getting the same piece queue in Puzzle Fighter, though, right?
Yes. Which I don't know how they do it, but it happens way too often. Happens like
but I know they done it.
Happens like 10 times per bracket. Rats is in trouble?
Certainly looks like it.
Yeah.
That'll
at least clear out some of it.
Not trouble.
Most of it.
No trouble here.
I'm glad I at least worded that with a tonal question mark at first.
It seems like nobody's in trouble. So our buddy Jim here. What exactly is he doing in his big chain animation? What's he throwing around?
I believe sand.
Does he need He needs a gas mask for that, does he?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's like it's supposed to be Agent Orange.
I was about to say, I think our buddy Jim here is engaging in some kind of war crime.
You told me it took place in a desert, so I'm using context clues.
In the Super Famicom, it's not in the desert in this one.
Well, you could take Jungle Jim out of the desert, but you can't take the desert out of Jungle Jim.
I don't think Jungle Gym was ever in the
He's named
desert.
after the jungle.
No! Why does that piece have to fall right there?
If we gamble right, it's like it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter if you gamble right. And again,
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Nope, no void. The thing is, for all the gambling this game has in its garbage resolution, the garbage always falls in deterministic ways.
There is an irony there.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
I
see,
guess
why did it have to fall in column 2? It couldn't have fallen anywhere else. That's where
Yeah,
it puts
yeah.
its first garbage.
that's true. My brain was like, it always falls in column 1 because it goes from the left, but Jungle Gym can never drop
Yeah.
garbage in column 1.
Rats
He
doesn't want to
know
do
the meaning of
damage.
column 1.
Okay.
Alright.
Rats moving on 2-0
GG's.
to winner sides of grand finals.
Just what she needs to stay up later.
True. She does not have any real responsibilities here. She could have lost and gone to bed.
Yeah, the gaming self-sabotage.
I think the thing that she managed to do against Nightshine is like just outliving and keeping the board healthy. Because for as much damage as Nightshine has been putting out, the spires certainly do happen. Okay. Where are we at? What we doing? We're in juicy losers time.
Oh.
What am I playing against? I have a tab for that. Let's take a look. I'm playing Cublex.
Cublix.
Cublex is someone I know that's like been aware of us and would watch brackets, but this is the first time that I've seen them enter something. So this is going to be
Yeah, you
interesting.
should not underestimate her, Juicy.
Okay.
She's actually... She plays quite well, I thought.
Fair enough. And we even have a lobby
Ooh.
code, so I'm going to have to switch my scoreboard name. Ooh?
Duck Station crashed for me when I
Good.
tried to join.
Hmm.
I'm now spectating.
Oh, we got 2 live streams.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. We good to go?
Hmm.
Yeah, I can see. We're good.
I'm viewing.
Look, have fun. I so muscle memory being player one side.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really Cublex's like hold downativeness that really caught my attention. I was like, it's kind of unusual for a player who's okay, I'm beginning to get
Maybe
worried.
holding
actually.
down too much.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Listen, if someone's playing
Okay.
puzzle games and their only crime is holding down too much, then are they really
They're in the
doing
right
anything
place,
wrong
actually.
at all?
Yeah. Oh, not a great gamble, though.
No, it seems like they are inches from death.
Yes.
Yeah, she seems to be in a little bit of peril here, but wait.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, good warm up. Oh, this is a pretty interesting chain for him. She's gonna need some penguins and columns. Yep.
No, Juicy
Oh,
firing
yeah.
it off a... Yeah. Honestly, a little earlier than I expected. I thought he was going to build forever.
Mm-hmm.
I try to maintain my momentum more than I do build big.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly unlucky on the garbage for Juicy there. Now has penguins in most rows. The 4th row with that 3 garbage as well is probably going to end up with a penguin in it. Oh no, it doesn't. Lucky.
I haven't been playing close enough attention. Do we have offsetting in this game?
There's no
No.
offsetting.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Taste
Okay.
it. Like, oh, this damage from Cublex is so rough.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of chances to draw 2 penguins here, and
Yep,
he
just
does
like
manage to get it.
Even kinda puts those 5 on the left right together.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
It's gonna
really
be
unlucky.
difficult. Yeah, with that garbage clear, it's gonna
Mm.
be pretty difficult to fish him out though.
Yeah, he would have loved to have gotten some ice where he had gotten some penguins.
Yeah.
And,
Cublex's board doesn't look too great either. This might just end up
No.
becoming die last. Actually,
Well,
not even.
I don't know if Cublex
Yeah.
has played this
Whoa.
before, so some of the down stacking might be a little bit unfamiliar still.
Yeah. No, by the time I'd noticed, they already had that massive spire in column 2. The
Mhm.
time to fix it was before I noticed it. Alright. They are giving the other man a try.
Thank you, other man.
Jungle Jim, the other man.
Yep. Even though I think I'm hopefully going to find more success as the Grungler,
Mm-hmm.
I do just like looking at Jungle Jim. I like that guy.
Look, I would love emotes for both of them.
I think Jungle Jim plays the game in a more interesting way too.
Hmm.
I think the Spire's damage is more fun than the just drop everything on top of them.
Yeah. I'm not sure
Oh,
if I
fun
can
gamble.
make as effective use of it. Oh, wow, yeah. Nice chain, Juicy. Wait, that's not
No,
Juicy.
that's not Juicy.
That's Juicy's opponent. Nice chain that you just got hit by, Juicy.
Thanks.
Yeah, Juicy, why don't you do something about that?
Okay. Counterpoint. What if... No.
Mm.
Oh,
God.
Yeah, as it turns out, if your opponent builds a little bit of a chain, gets a little bit lucky on the garbage and extends it, they can just
Yeah.
kind of hit you with 1,000,000 damage and win right out the gate as that guy. Ooh, Cublex not super lucky on that garbage there. Ends up with a couple of disconnected groups of 3. And the garbage just keeps coming in. Oh,
I looked
man.
away. I looked
Ooh!
away for 1 minute, and Cuble's board was entirely ice.
Yeah. No, they kept getting slightly unlucky with the garbage and then held down a little bit too much.
Mm.
The thing about this game is that while the gravity is super slow, the delay between pieces is not. So if you're holding down and you're near top board, you can really slam them down. Which is maybe a bad thing if you get hit by garbage that you didn't expect. Alright, let's see if they're a little bit luckier this time. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it gives them a little chain here, but not really the super big damage that won them the round last time. Cublex's stack is nice and clean now, as long as this garbage doesn't mess them too badly. And
Yeah,
it doesn't.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Not quite perfect, but certainly good enough. Their stack's actually clean enough where they're trying to build a little chain here instead of just down stacking. It's a little bit greedy.
Yeah, couldn't be me.
Yeah. No, it's not what I would have done, but I think it might work out if they can just get a little bit lucky here.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, but because there's only one ice on the sixth column, yeah, it
That's
doesn't quite.
yeah. The juicy
doesn't
trash coming in there really did not
Oh,
help
it might
out.
be fine. We'll see. Ooh, no, it's not. It builds a little bit of a secret grade.
Yeah, that's no good. And then it just immediately gets covered up again.
Yeah, luckily they've got a whole bunch of penguins incoming, so even if Juicy hits them one more time, they still just barely have enough to get one more clear.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not looking for line clears, though. They're putting penguins in each row. They've got one line clear here that's not going to do too much, but then... Oh,
yeah.
right, that locks something in the top of column.
Yeah,
five,
that's on
that's
the
no
it was above, yeah.
good. Yeah.
GG's, that was a little bit scary.
Yeah. I was counting those penguins. I was like, oh, that's enough penguins. And nope, 5 is not 6.
No, 5 isn't 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder who you have to play against next time.
No, couldn't tell
Could
you.
be anyone.
Could be anyone. Huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Big surprise.
Also, gonna give another shout out to the commission work we got done here. Go ahead and give Sin Muffin's art a follow on Blue Sky for this very, very self-indulgent on my part commission.
It's cute. I like it.
It's Wario and Dan, and it's a little Fist of the North Star reference, and I think it turned out super neat, and I'm very happy with it. Hello, Rune.
Hmm?
Hello,
You wanna play
this
some puzzle
freaking
games?
guy.
You want to play a puzzle game? Are you going to host or are you going to join?
I'll host.
Alright, okay. What game are you thinking of? You want to play some maybe Pikiinya Excellent?
I could go for Pack Attack.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's play some Pack-Attack. Just gentleman to another game entirely.
Yeah, but like the Penguin version.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give you 2 frames of input delay in our
That
best
sounds-
interest.
Yeah. That sounds responsible, if I had to give it a word.
Alrighty then. Code is in TO desk.
I'm already joining.
That's crazy, dude.
I hold
I'm also
down everywhere, not just in puzzle games. I hold down in real life.
How does that work?
It means that the moment someone posts a code, I'm already holding down.
N-
Alright, are we waiting for spectators, or are you just gonna...
Somebody's
Yeah.
got to stream it to the.
I thought I had it up.
You don't.
Oh, let me fix that.
When
There you
you're
go,
ready,
bud.
you can press the button.
I'm watching Rats's. No, take this away, Juicy. I'm watching Rats's.
Oh, I gotta update. Gotta update the score. Alright, names.
Juicy.
Hey, hold it down, Juicy. No.
I'll give you.
Okay,
Luckily,
we'll
the
get.
gravity's so low. Yeah, the gravity's so low, I could have gentlemaned forever. Like, take all the time you need. You need a bio break? You want to get some lunch? It's...
Oh, you need a new stream layout? Easy. We could commission somebody.
Yeah.
Juicy is really like okay. With this garbage, maybe we'll get some gas off of all these question marks.
Oh, okay.
Bad.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Well, neither of us got
Bad.
No. Juicy can just sit here and chuck some ice into column 1. Actually, he's bailing. He'd rather downstack, which I would also want to do, frankly.
It's Rune. I
Yeah, with
can't
all the-
guarantee anything.
With all the talk of Cheetah Girl we had tonight, we haven't even seen somebody play the Penguin once.
No.
The Penguin's
actually
just kind
funny.
of boring.
Yeah, I mean, like, the Penguin's a
They
little
are
bit
better than Cheetah Girl.
Yeah, but only just.
It's not an interesting better.
Wait. That's fine,
Uh-oh.
right? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
This'll work out.
That'll work.
Oh. Wow.
And
Oh,
now...
yeah.
Oh my god.
Gambling?
No!
No,
Why is it
no.
always Penguin?
Have you tried being more lucky, Rune?
Yeah.
I have tried that, but I don't know how to get it to happen again.
Somebody get Anarchy to come out here and change that penguin into an ice cube. Oh, this looks bad.
Yeah, it
Oh
looks
like-
bad.
no, Juicy.
But is it bad?
Is it?
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
I'm just happy that I managed to get anything there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the moment you get literally anything, you can just blame luck after that. Like, oh yeah, whatever. I just
True.
didn't hit the rolls.
Okay, Juicy scheming.
Oh, I
We have
hate
a
it
little
when he does that.
chain. Easiest chain of our lives. Yep.
Oh, no. I thought it was going to be a 3-chain.
I thought so too.
Funny how that happens.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to be lucky.
I like the concept of trying to be lucky.
Yes.
Yeah, last round I wasn't trying to be lucky.
Yeah.
It happens.
Walking into my local bodega and telling the guy as I buy a lottery ticket that I'm trying to be more lucky.
Conscious effort.
Oh, this poke from Rune is so obnoxious.
Yeah. Here comes another 2-chain.
Oh
There-
god. Let me
This
be
guy
free.
fits my style a little better, I think, where I don't actually want to build the chain that kills them. I just want to be doing 2 chains every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Now we're actually playing Magical Drop.
Yeah.
Oh, Juicy is really deep here, especially for this poke to arrive. Yeah.
Oh,
It has to be this. There we go.
So he has
My-
to clear.
oh, you can't even you can't
Oh
save
yeah,
them
he's,
there.
he's gonna do
Oh,
it this
okay,
way,
the ice
yeah.
clear. Nice. Okay.
Yep. All right, try and be lucky. Like,
Yeah.
I'll try.
Oh,
Oh my god.
not lucky.
Are we
My
drawing
issue with
next?
this game is that if somebody hits me once, I feel fine until the first garbage comes in. The first time I get hit, I'm like, I don't know what to do anymore. It's over.
Yeah, you have to be pretty fantastic at this game to be able to deal with garbage effectively, because even just down stacking normally in this game is kind of difficult.
Yeah, it's
And then
not
it's like,
trivial.
okay, well now down stack something that you didn't build on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's the problem?
It's a little tricky sometimes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, that was a foolish move.
Oh,
but it does
Juicy
mean I
got a
might
pretty good
get
roll
lucky.
here, actually.
Nope, I didn't.
Oh, he's doing it that way? No way. Why? Okay.
I'm fine. I'm fine. What's the problem?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. You're out for a moment here.
For a moment.
Oof.
There's no good way to do that.
Oh
except
no.
this.
Yeah.
Double diagonals.
Okay. Okay. You're living. You're living. What is the gamble?
Juicy dropped a.
Oh,
Nope,
wait,
piece
huh?
Correctly.
Wait.
Oh no, that's my defeat.
What? You lost? Oh
It's
my
only
god.
because I can read that I
Oh,
did
thank
that.
God!
I can't believe that. I had
Yeah.
plenty of space.
Both your boards looked terrible, but Juicy's board looked worse, and they still said
Yeah,
you lose,
like-
Rune.
I don't know why I lost. None of the piece I put down locked above top.
You don't
No, it's just
understand.
because there was a piece above top. It doesn't matter if the piece you put down. That's what I'm saying. As long as there is a piece somewhere above top board, it kills you.
Mhm.
You don't understand how confused I was because I had a ghost or a clear setup in the ghost row, and then it just immediately cuts to round, and I'm like, did I read it wrong?
Also, the fact that they put the win text in red and the lose text in blue
Oh
threw me
yeah,
off.
no. Yeah. Oh
I'm like,
shoot, that's not the correct.
I was like,
piece.
I'm guaranteed not to die. Am I just stupid?
Yeah.
I mean, you are, but not enough to lose apparently. Whereas I am.
That's one of those. Oh, he's thinking. He's holding down.
That's true. Juicy's got a
I feel
quite
like
a
I
cane
only
here.
just now got the piece I needed for this clear here.
Juicy's got a bunch of isolated penguins. Got to figure out how to put them back together.
Gotta get the homies together.
You gotta get the homies back together. He's got a good roll here, though.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh,
No. Really? Okay.
Juicy's pondering. He wants to, but
That's got to be a penguin. It is.
oh,
Okay.
thank God.
The homies have bailed him out.
Thank you, homies.
The homies always got my back.
Yeah.
That's
Juicy
my
with the luckiest roll of his
wow, that was
life.
lucky. Oh wait, no, that's gotta go there, and then I can fill that in. There we go.
Rune.
Really?
Wow,
Void
so
penguin,
unlucky,
huh?
So sad.
And then the
well.
garbage falls in again. Oh, okay, ice. That's fine.
Yeah, the fun.
Nope.
Ah, shoot. Well, we'll see.
Receiving the poke in column 1 is so funny.
Honestly, the
Yeah, I
poke...
don't like having my well in column 1. Okay, we're fine.
Okay,
We're fine.
okay.
Nothing to
Yeah.
Yeah, Rune's back to gaming.
Give me an empty. Give me an empty.
Oh, Rune.
Oh, okay.
Rune, your secret grade. What is this?
I know, right?
What have you
Oh
done?
boy. I did nothing.
I've used context clues to finally figure out what secret grade means.
Oh, yeah.
I have to do this and just hope to get really, really lucky.
You gotta hope that something good happens. Nope. The game says you don't get to play anywhere.
Ah, man, but I wanted to play more. Maybe I'll play
Oh, good.
one more
There's
round.
There's another round.
Yeah.
What is
Remember
this
starting
start?
pieces? You just gotta hold down. You gotta get past him, man.
Like I
gonna
can,
be
but
Opening, like...
I'm gonna be irrationally angry about the win text in red and the lose text in blue for the rest of the night.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, your UI UX, that's right.
Yeah. So if I did that, my UX designer would fly from Portugal to New York and slap me in the face.
That's so funny. Isn't there a locale where, like, red is go and green is stop? Isn't that a known thing?
Chinese is like red is usually positive.
We gotta get the GeoGuessr people in here. They would know that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Great attack from Rune. Juicy would love to roll an ice here, though. He does not. He doesn't have an not with this piece. Not
That's the opportunity to get it flat again, though.
Juicy's looking for
Yeah.
this thing.
Die.
no.
Juicy's thriving. He's fine.
No, not when I hit him for 20. He's not.
Dude, whatever
Maybe I
you
should
say,
play as
brother.
the other guy.
Actually,
I wish
I'll be
I
honest
was
with you.
playing as the other guy now. No.
Those could be anything. They could even be a
It could
penguin.
anything.
I'm just saying, I'm not dying from that interaction alone.
No,
Yeah,
and you got a
yeah.
good roll. At least one.
Well, what
one
about
row
the
of ice.
second part of the interaction that's coming in?
Could happen.
Yeah, that one might be worse. No, I honestly doesn't look that bad. Even when you dump some more stuff on top of it, Juicy's still okay here. Oh,
Now
never
he's
mind.
in trouble.
Now he's not okay. Now things are horrible.
Oh, Juicy. Oh, he gave up on making a centerboard version.
Yeah.
Now he needs to.
Now I think he's dead. Yeah. Ouch.
Whew. I get to play 2 more rounds of the game.
Yay!
Maybe even more if I win this one.
All right, GC gonna be showing us the cup shape here. Not a bad
cup
build
shape?
in this game.
I haven't played Soldam in so long. I've forgotten what it's like to build the funny cup.
Didn't we just post Soldan bracket? Like,
Not in recent memory to me.
high?
I can't answer that for you.
Even if we have, I may not have joined the last one. I was a little busy earlier this year.
Oh,
Or
brutal.
last year, I mean.
Oh, that's a nice roll.
Unfortunately, GC has
Uh.
these penguins in column 6. They're just so hard to get at.
What is this
What about Rune?
RNG?
I feel like Rune
I'm-
is
Yeah,
in much better shape here.
Yeah, as long as I stop being a fool, which I did.
Oh, and you got the penguins there. Oh, that
Oh,
hurts.
dude.
Okay, no, GC could get a clear here. You know, at least a double.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's some more trash.
Hmm.
Here's some more trash.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
See something good. It's not.
Oh,
I
the-
breed
Oh,
it.
Wait.
no.
A single unit of ice gets him out.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
What are those?
Oh,
Mother.
garbage.
Okay.
The fact that the chain takes so long that your opponent just immediately just stacks more garbage onto you is so frustrating.
Yeah.
You're watching your penguins
Getting them with
thaw,
the
and they're
Dr.
like, well,
Mario
here comes
Stunlock.
20 more. Yeah.
Yep. You say it's frustrating, but I'm definitely pro the game ending here. Like,
Sure.
Yeah, it is nice that if you put 2 good players against each other, it makes them kill each other instead of just making them downstack forever.
yeah.
Yeah.
GC switching to Jungle Gym, where his chain theory will be appreciated a little bit more, I feel.
Yeah, honestly, I think at the start of this
Oh,
bracket,
man.
we were playing each other's characters.
Mm-hmm.
These things happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
GC looks in danger.
Yeah. Every time I see the ice clear, my brain says that's good, and then sometimes it clears and makes your board worse, and you're like, well, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the
Oof.
primary thing to look out for when you are just playing single player. Like, obviously, garbage coming in can be very bad, but as far as moves you can do to yourself, you have to be very careful about clearing ice sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the worst feeling is like there's just not enough penguins to make another match, and now you've just checkerboarded yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. That is why, for instance, I'm just doing this immediately instead of building on it, because I can see columns 2 and 3 do not have a lot of penguins. Now I put the penguins in, and now it's fine to clear.
Yeah.
But I'm only really doing... Like, these don't even really count as 2 chains, because they're just ice into penguin.
Mm-hmm.
Does that not actually count?
Ice
It
clears
does.
Oh, it does?
Slightly.
Okay.
Like, if you chain to the same amount of penguins with an ice clear, it does like 3 or 4 instead
It
of
does
1.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, got it. Okay.
Ooh. GC locking away a penguin in column 6.
Not happy
No
about it.
obvious way to downstack.
He's got a friend now.
God. Yeah, in
not
column
that
1.
way.
It's a long distance relationship.
I'm more interested in those two that are like hanging out in columns 3 and 4 right next to each other.
Oh, sure.
They've got friends,
Oh,
you know.
The rave zone.
Oh, penguin number 27? Man, I haven't talked to them in ages, but yeah, I guess. Maybe they'd help me move a couch.
Okay, we should get some gameplay here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the trash coming in.
He needs to roll an ice here so bad.
Okay,
Oh my god!
that's good.
Thank
That's
you.
great.
Thank you.
Oh, never mind.
Hmm.
Rune looks pretty comfortable, but he does need to make this penguin clear and get some gas here.
Yeah,
Let's
we're getting stun
Oh, yeah, that
locked
was
again here.
Okay, free
Oh,
ice. Big chain here.
That's
actually.
that's
God.
great, actually. Yeah, I
Wait,
was
how
worried
big?
about that penguin locked away.
Pretty big.
That big, that big.
Well, I've got 6 penguins, so we might just get lucky. Want lots of voids, please. Not quite.
Ooh.
This is a little dangerous.
Oh, 5 isn't 6.
Oh,
Couldn't
no.
count!
Rune rolling a penguin in column 4 at the bottom instead of ice. I feel like sealed the deal here. Okay, he has an ice clear in column 4, but he needs to act before his opponent attacks.
And
Okay, we
Juicy's attack is it do be coming. Yeah, what about that?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah?
yeah.
Well, I'll put my piece right here.
That's great, buddy.
Ah, the calm before the storm. This game starts so unassumingly, I feel. You just kind of chilling. You listen to the little, marimba music or whatever.
Yeah. Punctuated by the meowings of the penguins.
Yep.
Oh, that's not the piece I want. I want that there, I guess. And then I can do this. There we go. Much better.
Big attack.
Yes.
Send over the 2 lines. Juicy's damage is not quite what I expected.
Yeah, his overheads come from the off columns to the
Oh, I see.
attack. Yeah. So it is possible to get a bad damage pattern if you hit an empty board in just the right way.
That's funny.
Oh,
Oh,
that's not quite what I wanted.
that was
I may be
probably
able
one
to
of the
fix it
worst
with the
void
chain,
rolls I
though.
think I've seen in a while.
Yeah, luckily I'm a
Juicy's just
clever
kind of
boy.
vibing.
Oh, and he fixes it. Great.
Fortunately, this overhead damage from Rune. Juicy needs an ice here in column 5. Oh, he gets it.
Oh, nice.
Forces me to fire early. Oh, better to be lucky than good.
Well,
These
Juicy's
aren't the
gonna
pieces
force
I
you to
want.
be lucky a lot of times here.
Possibly, yeah.
So your bottom board looks a little shredded,
Okay, we're fine.
Oh,
but
yeah.
oh,
Oh,
Fine-ish.
5's not 6.
Ooh, Juicy's stacking high on column 1, giving me a little bit of agita.
Okay, what is that one that's going to be down by the penguins? It's an ice.
Oh, he has a down stack. Not quite. Oh,
Oh my
Juicy.
god, that just had to be Penguin and Void.
Okay, Juicy gets ice. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, and he misreads the board too. Because there's a penguin in column 6. It's really stranded. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no, easy out. We draw so much ice.
Oh,
Ah.
ruin. Oh,
I actually really needed him to hit me with under attacks, not overs.
yeah. I was thinking that your only way out was that if he pushed you from the bottom and it happened to align.
Or if he just gets hit
Jeez.
at all. But,
Yeah.
yeah, good game.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Huh? I see the ping. Run losers finals. Okay. Sure. Whatever.
Are you just rehosting?
Give me a second. I'm so muscle memory to quitting out the second that match is done.
Sure.
So I'll host. Let me just make sure that it's okay. Input delay is nothing. Host code is the same. Well, let me plug it back in here anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That score. Ready whenever.
I don't think your opponent has joined yet.
I know.
I joined as a spectator.
It's pretty cool, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I still have to watch.
You
I
do.
suppose I could restream.
I'm already streaming.
That's crazy. I could also do that.
That is
Rune, do you
crazy.
want to also stream to the same call of the same stream?
I could
No,
throw
I'm
up my
fine.
I
I think
could throw
we
up my
can
stream if we need one more. You know.
Yeah.
No, I think I'll just watch it.
Oh, God bless.
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
Video games.
Video games.
Video games.
Can't stand them.
This one's for who gets to post in the Hall of Fame.
That's true.
I mean, I can always post in there.
Also, we let third place post in there now.
Oh, what?
They can look.
After I couldn't
They can
post
look-
in
they
there
can't
for
post, they
posting
can
my iconic
look.
gift?
Oh, they can look. Okay, my mistake.
Wow.
I rarely post in there. I usually just look, so it was all the same to me.
Mm-hmm. I
You
haven't
don't-
posted in there in a while.
You don't have a signature?
Okay, not all of us get to go into the room all the time, so.
I actually don't. I'm usually like at best third place in a lot of games, unless it's a juicy
Ooh,
specialty.
Juicy. Did you switch the screen over to the gameplay?
Did I? I did not. Ha 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 ha. You didn't notice nothing.
I didn't see nothing.
That's right.
Okay, now we can see the real thing.
Okay.
Sure was jogging in place.
Wow, that garbage was really helpful for you, Juicy.
Yeah, I know, right?
And you find a chain through it too, which is very cool. And you could get a free extension. No, you don't. That's so sad.
These things happen.
Juicy,
The
are you
void is
P1?
pretty good.
Or Juicy P2?
Juicy is P1.
Okay.
And Nightshine is on the right. Big attack. Nightshine does not have easy access. Like, we've built quite the spire in column 2. No easy way to downstack it.
Yeah.
A bit more pressure from Juicy would be pretty deadly.
Especially
But we
since
have
that's
this
where-
overhead. Oh, with this checkerboard piece, Nightshine realizing that can't make a penguin clear with that, so we're chucking it away. But that only makes our spire in column 2 even more deadly.
Oh, I just realized that Jungle Gym's trash comes in different for P1 than it does P2.
Oh, is it
Like
mirrored?
alternating.
Yeah.
It's mirrored, yeah.
That's funny. That's
So
a
it's
very
one-
this
one three-
game
one
kind
three
of thing to do.
Yeah. It's 1-3-5 instead of 2-4-6.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like all
Juicy's
these
going deep.
checkerboards I'm getting.
Uh,
These rolls aren't helping you at all either.
Not really.
No, but he's gotten out here, so. Actually, I take it back. It's not really much of an out. Yeah.
Feels like he kind of needs a bottom push here.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We'll make it work.
Okay, that helps. You're getting there slowly but surely.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Nightshine, down stacking, and chaining. We have enough to send a bottom attack here, but that, honestly, probably great for you.
Oh, not great enough.
Honestly, I'd still take this board. I think there's a lot of possibilities here.
Oh, there you go. They got pushed into something. Now you're at least like super flat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Get a chain off our opponent's garbage.
Get a chain off of their attack.
I'm getting that a lot here.
Mm.
Ooh, Juicy. Juicy really does not want to commit. Oh, he's committing to the Spire in column 6. I don't know how that's gonna work out for our hero here, but all right. Nightshine looking pretty commanding.
Oh yeah. Wait, does the overhead damage from Jungle Gym come in a different column than the
Yes.
bottom damage?
Yes.
Ah,
Mhm.
okay.
So early in the game, you would prefer not to send like a line and then some chaff at the same time, because that way you'll send like a flat block.
Yeah.
A big swing. Juicy gets a funny roll. By funny, I mean not great, but this is good though. And luckily, damage doesn't arrive in
Yeah,
column
they're-
5. Nightshine Spire in column 1 is not the best. Especially since Juicy does attack there.
Yeah. A big juicy poke could just push that over the top of the board, and it's looking
Mhm.
like we're getting close to it.
And Nightshine drawing like multiple X pieces in a row, not really great for downstacking with. We need to find a penguin clear literally anywhere. Oh, we got a big attack. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, Nightshine's board is still so spired up. Okay, we're down stacking.
Yeah.
Could get a chain extension. Yep.
Okay, makes himself some room.
You know, I really didn't know until today that penguins meowed. You know? I'm really grateful for learning that knowledge. Juicy. Oh
Hmm.
man.
That's just true to life
Okay.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a special Pikiinya penguins thing.
Oh, Juicy's so unlucky. You didn't have a great chance of rolling up. Oh my god, he's unlucky times 2. I'm literally on the edge of my seat here. Okay. Oh,
Oh, he
okay.
can't put anything in the
Wait.
column.
No,
No, he
he's
can.
fine.
He
He's
can.
fine.
He
He's
just
fine.
needs- Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Okay, now he needs an ice in column 1. Okay, he's actually greeting because. Okay.
Sick.
He knew.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know about this line of play. Oh, I'm so scared.
What is that going to be?
Ah.
Nightshine died?
No!
Juicy died.
That is defeat for Juicy.
Also,
Oh.
I am going to start putting a moratorium on using chat in the middle of bracket the entire match.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting chat messages constantly.
Oh, I see.
Like, sorry, I'm here to play the game. Okay.
Is that game 1 or game 2?
That's game 1.
That was game
That
one.
was just one, right?
It's game
Yeah.
1.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, finals. The game actually lasts a little bit longer as the bracket advances, just by virtue of players being more competent at downstacking and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reasons why this is not a 2-3 game.
I think a lot of games are starting to get into that flow.
Oh, where there's fewer additional rounds for finals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only
do-
reason there are additional rounds in fighting games is because like you could randomly get blown up pretty badly. And it like makes for kind of a lousy show sometimes. Okay, Juicy got a down stack. We're holding down. We're putting some penguins on our board. I'm not entirely sure of the rationale, but we're gonna find out. Great chain from Nightshine. Overhead. Alrighty. Nightshine with a little bit of pressure. We have some scary spires once again, but that's pretty typical playing against this character. We've sealed off our penguins in columns 5 and 6, and no obvious way of stacking up to our columns in 1 and 2, which is a little scary. Yeah, we're actually down stacking first in order to
Notably,
live.
the scary spires that Nightshine has are
Mhm.
the ones that Juicy is not going to hit if he does a big attack. It's almost like a counter build.
Oh.
Not that Juicy really had time for a big attack up there.
Oh, what is this?
There's a lot of guys going on there. If Juicy sends one line of garbage before Nightshine does something, it's over though.
I'm so confused by this build. I literally
Well,
don't
there should
understand
be
what...
one garbage up there. Does that count? No.
Am I missing something? Are we trying to roll for penguins?
I mean, doing a spire in the side columns is fairly easy to downstack. It's not super dangerous on its own. It could just be an attempt at a counter build against Chaz, Jungle Jim, the man of many names.
Yeah, we're gonna see how that plays out. I'm sort of skeptical.
Hey, if there's a time to experiment, it's got to be losers finals.
That's true. You know what? You got me there,
Yeah,
bud.
you can't experiment in grand finals. That's too late.
Yeah, you got to figure out your strategy for grands.
Yeah.
That was a pretty nice chain. So
Yeah, and then Juicy's damage comes in, and their stack is still reasonably flat.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Juicy has to do a little bit of down stacking to get at some action here, but Nightshine looking a little uncomfortable. Juicy doing some hold down gaming, but I feel like that. Well, oh, misdrop into column 1, into column 2.
Ooh.
You can't do that.
Mm.
Certainly not in losers finals. Well, I'm not your
Alright.
mom. You know, you get to
So
do
you
what you
can
want.
experiment in losers finals, but you're not allowed to misdrop in column 2 in losers finals. We're learning
Right.
all the
True,
rules now.
true. We got the whole rule book, Rune.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got to start publishing that to challenge though, because people aren't checking the rulebook; they're only checking the
True.
challenge
yeah,
page.
yeah.
Juicy holding down.
Holding
He's
down is so
pondering.
good in this game.
Yeah. I weirdly
Ooh,
like
it's-
how the pieces fall when you're holding down. Like, they're not
Hmm.
fast, but they're not slow. I just sort of feel like I'm gliding, you know?
Yeah. Feels like you're just sliding around on ice.
Yeah. They've captured that essence well.
Also, as someone who plays
Um,
on keyboard, I do like the way diagonals work in this game as well.
Oh, really?
I didn't even
Yeah.
think about
I'm
diagonals.
unfamiliar.
It only fast falls if you're holding specifically neutral down, or you know what I mean, a
Oh,
non-diagonal down.
interesting.
So if you are really in the groove, you can just hold down the entire time, and it'll naturally slow down as you adjust things.
That's fun. I periodically think about this stuff when I'm like working on SOCD
Ah,
and
yeah.
writing input stuff. So, all right, Juicy has to do quite some work to get this down stack.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Oh,
The double line clear was one off the ground, so he couldn't just
Mhm.
slam down 2 ice to get it.
yep.
And
That's
now it
garbage
almost
from
looks like
Nightshine.
he's got something. He just needs to figure out a way to unfreeze that
Oh.
penguin in the left. Yeah, he's only a couple of moves away
That's-
from it now.
That might be.
Unless...
Oh, it's a penguin.
That's fine. That's only slightly
That's
unlucky.
fine. Yeah.
Now he gets to chain into it. And he's also put a lot of ice on top of that left move, like a clever boy, so he does get a fairly flat stack afterwards.
Oh, lucky with the 4-piece penguin coming down right as the trash came in.
Hmm. Alright, another double ice clear here, probably. Oh,
Ooh.
no!
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
he just gets it later, it's fine. I think I would have gone with the double ice clear first, though.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of cruising now.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
definitely. Oh, he's got such an easy down stack here.
Yeah, this
Nah,
is good.
this double ice clear isn't as good as it looks. Although, it's not that bad either.
Oh,
Oh wow, greeds! I think that was intentional greed.
yeah, definitely. But look at this.
Getting lucky with the way the
this,
trash
this
is
is
coming.
starting to look beautiful. If he gets lucky
Yeah,
with this garbage...
oh,
even
man.
more. Oh wait, no, he
Maybe-
doesn't even need
It
to get
doesn't
lucky.
even matter.
He just
That
needs to
might
get
be.
good. This
Yeah.
is not what I've heard at
22?
all. I've always
Oh,
heard
yeah.
it's better
Yeah,
to be lucky
okay.
than good.
Nightshine could still survive if they have 2 penguins on that. Yeah,
Only the one actually is
yeah, there's only
necessary.
one. Yeah.
Hmm. They'll
What
need
is it
quite
gonna
the
be?
roll here, but maybe they can get it.
Look,
Oh.
looking like you're getting it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's another row of ice. That's another match. That's another one. Jeez. Oh.
Oh, Juicy doesn't quite have the counter height, but
He
it's fine
played-
as long as he gets
actually-
lucky.
The roll of ages here.
No, there's a few things that could go right. Like that stack on the right, that's one of the things that could go right.
Mm.
Yeah, this isn't that bad. He can pretty easily downstack this as long as he plays smart and doesn't get hit too hard.
Oh no!
He needs luck now.
What is it gonna be? Penguin! No!
Oh, as unlucky as possible, but oh, that's not where I would.
Oh, that's. I was so okay. Oh, we need luck again.
He needs luck again. Yeah,
Okay,
doesn't
that's
really
better.
get it.
That's good enough.
Okay, it's good enough. It's good enough.
No!
Needs luck again. Oh wait, no.
Oh!
He's dead. Yeah, he got a checkerboard at the wrong time.
Well, congratulations,
GG's.
Nightshine. Advancing to grand finals. Congratulations on third, GC.
Okay.
Got climactic at the end. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Kayat posted some Pikiinya character sketches on Blue Sky. I could enjoy
Eh.
seeing the Grungler in Kayat style.
In the wrong area.
That's fine. All right.
Whomst will stream in this one.
Give me a second.
Yeah, no problem.
Am I not streaming it?
Oh, I could join. I just reflexively leave the stream after it ends, so I'll just join back in. I am seeing it then.
Looks like Nightshine is taking a brief break to take a sip of water. Do you want to show Kayat's Pikiinya fan art, GC?
Gonna tell you to go join the Discord to see it.
That's true.
That's good. Yeah.
You sure can do
It's
that.
so good too. You would really want to see it if you didn't have a way to look at it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy that, right?
Yeah.
Think about how many more sketches we could get if we unlock the other 6 characters.
True.
It's 150% more sketch.
Math is fake.
Math is fake.
Mm-hmm.
True.
What if math was fake? Like, break it down
I
for
mean,
me.
we don't even need to think about that. It is.
Well,
Hmm.
have you considered that you've never seen numbers in real life?
Yep. That's
I guess it
good,
got me
solid
there.
evidence. Yeah. I mean, we're getting pretty close to just reinventing that "stop doing math" meme, which is a good meme. It's fine, but
Yeah.
that's just where this bit's going.
It's a good bit. We gonna do that. There we are.
All right, I'm
got
gonna be
some-
heads down.
Best of luck.
The final showdown between Jungle Jim and the Grungler for ultimate supremacy. Both of them have a stick. One of them has Agent Orange. Who will win?
I'm still Brim. Can you make heads or tails of what the column 1-2 stacking is supposed to be?
I believe it is partially just. I mean, it's mainly a counter build. If
I
you
guess.
take any kind of garbage, you still have access to the side of that stack. And also the what's his name? Jungle Jim.
Yeah.
One of the columns that he hits the hardest with his big attacks is column 3. And if you hit column 3 really hard with this kind of build, it doesn't do much. If you hit column 1, it doesn't really do much because your column 1 is already just kind of slammed down.
It's also funny looking. Really
It's
throws your
also
opponent off their game. Yeah. You gotta think about the mental warfare that goes into this.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing I would be curious about, without access to the person who is building it, is would they be doing this against the Grungler?
Huh?
Yeah, no, I think it is specifically a Jungle Gym counter build.
Would you want to counter Jungle Jim? What's wrong with them?
Some people just don't like fun. They look at these big spires and they think I don't want to deal with that. I just want a normal board. It's because they're cowards.
Sometimes I do like a normal board, I'm not gonna lie.
You can't get too normal. The last guy I saw get 2 normal retired from puzzle games.
I see. No, this is my favorite subtweeting bit. Yes.
Juicy accused me of being a normal guy at Frosty Faustines.
Really?
Yeah.
Normal, genuine.
Yes.
Oh, like the good kind of normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. He asked me why I didn't come to Benihana, and I told him I went to a hockey game. He's like, "You're just a normal guy, huh?"
Wait,
and I was
that's
like,
that's normal as hell. What the?
Yeah, I was like, I guess so.
You have to understand the company that you keep.
Yeah, it's true. I've been doing this for years.
Yeah, like-
When I was traveling to Smash tournaments, I would just start. They'd be like, "Oh, the venue's open 24 hours. I'm gonna play friendlies for 24 hours." Like, I'm gonna go to the bar. I'll see you tomorrow.
That's so normal, man. I had
Oh
no idea.
my
you were
God.
normal. Don't you play mahjong?
Yeah.
And what? You just tell your mahjong buddies that you're like just going out for a drink sometimes? What the hell?
Yeah. Mahjong is a great game because you only need one hand to play it. I got all of my friends into Mahjong because they realized that they could smoke and play Mahjong at the same time. And they were all very excited.
Huh.
I suppose that's what makes Rakujong a lesser game.
I guess so. You need 2 hands for it? That's rough. It's missing a little bit of the spirit of actual Mahjong.
Now hold on, if we want to talk about playing puzzle games one-handed, we do have a guy who knows how to play Tetris Grandmaster with just one hand for at least a little bit of time. Rakujong can't be harder than that, right?
I suppose not. That's just really good at layering on the pressure.
Look,
But
I'm
just
sure
like-
I could actually... so I can play Rakujong with one hand. I only rotate in one direction, so I could use WASD and spacebar to rotate, and I'd be able to play one-handed. Easy.
I think the thing that Rats seems to be getting more consistently is like, I don't know how intentional it is or how much it is just the flow of neutralness, but she's doing really good not sending out damage when she doesn't need it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think one of the big things, when Rune and I were playing Mahjong with Rats the other day, too, Rats is good at setting up chains from nothing, and then is also good at setting up chains from other people's garbage, right? She's seeing lines of play that some other folks might not be seeing, and using that to her advantage to kind of just turn things around.
Mm.
And we got a double jungle gym here. A Grungler free grand finals.
Nightshine's still going for this left side build, but doing it a little bit more slowly for whatever reason.
I mean, I kind of agree with the positioning of like making 3 talls on alternating columns there.
Hmm.
I don't know how much it's good for board health versus, this could just accidentally get me an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this was the SNES Pikiinya and all it felt was like you just held down and then hoped you gambled your way into a huge chain, I feel like that's one thing.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Getting out of there.
This is looking really scary. Okay. It still died?
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Rats is super teen go to bed right around when we would usually go to bed.
Wow, yeah.
So eepy.
It is the right of the strong to go to bed on time.
I don't know how convinced I am of this left wall.
Hmm.
If there's ever a time to experiment, it's grand finals.
True.
Oh, it's the losers finals. Time for experimentation is done.
No, we're expanding it to grand finals.
Yeah, because then you get to experiment for the next tournament.
Yeah. We'll run Pikiinya in another year and a half or so.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if we get our bounty and figure out how to unlock anything, it'll probably be sooner.
Sure. I'm down.
Yeah. I mean, I've been enjoying this game. I was surprised by how much I liked it. I am probably just going to play it single player randomly, and who knows, I might figure it out.
If you find it, ping me on the Puzzle Wednesday Discord, and I will Venmo you $5 per character.
No, I'm doing it for the love of the game. If I figure it out, I will decline the money gracefully.
Sure, but if you're a random person hearing me say this in chat and you want $5, you could do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
You just gotta do it. You just gotta do it faster than Rune. Think about what that could get you. It could get you like almost 1 carton of eggs in the United States right now. We got it all.
Could get you a McDonald's breakfast.
It could.
That is like 1 copy of Tetrachroma, correct?
Yeah, my wife figured out how to make McChickens at home, and my life is never going to be the same.
Okay, we both are
Has
just
this improved or unimproved your life?
Oh, it's improved vastly.
We got the stare down right now because there's a lot of damage that Nightshine does not want to accept, and Rats is assessing the situation.
Ooh.
It at least pushed it into
Actually,
a clear.
it pushed some, yeah.
Okay, we're building up for the
Rats
counter.
ready to stack so that she can counter the damage that's about to be pushed in. Oof.
I don't know
Yeah,
about
Are you
this.
dead? I think you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like dead.
Tragic.
Yeah, they needed to, like, it couldn't have possibly happened, but they needed their clear to happen after the garbage came in, but, like, it's not going to let you do that. It's just going to wait patiently for you to place a piece.
Yeah.
I don't think the stare down helps as much as like you'd want to think, because the opportunity cost of not throwing more damage and giving them even a chance, like
It looks cool.
No,
It's like a Wild West movie, you know?
in some games, that's just the play to do, is see what your opponent is going to deal with and then respond in kind. But I feel like not holding down is consequential.
Down in this game is if I actually think my opponent is going to die with no further input from me, or if I'm hoping that because that's the only way I could possibly win.
It's like, Taito, you're both checkmated. Let's pay attention for a second and read the situation, sort of letting go of the gas.
Yeah, I claimed that it's just not in my nature earlier, but it is, absolutely. I've done it in Puzzle Bubble a few times. It's just fun to hold down, though. It's
absolutely.
So hard to stop.
Rat's really weighing if she wants to take the hit, and it's just going to counter into it.
Mm-hmm.
And that did
Very
nothing.
lucky, though.
That did nothing.
No, it didn't do much.
That one ghost row. I think Rats is dead here, yeah.
Yep, we're at a 1-1.
To go to bed on time.
Rats Grungler.
To go to bed on time is a privilege only enjoyed by the strong. You must earn it.
I mean, this is
it's getting close to your bedtime, right, Rune? It's what? 12:30 over there?
3:30.
Oh, okay. I have no idea how time zones work.
It's a little different depending on whether it's winter or summer. You might have been more correct on the other half of the year.
Okay.
I think the biggest benefit Rats is going to get here is that if we know a counter build to overhead damage, not yet, we don't. I suppose you could transpose the ducks back from Pack Attack?
It doesn't work quite as well.
No.
But yeah, notably, like I said, Nightshine is not doing that build anymore. That is
I was going to say.
Yeah.
So we're not necessarily hard checking Rats' character choice here. Kind of a reverse ducks back.
A Bucks deck.
Yeah, buddy, you got it.
I'm sure you guys
got it.
Every day I become more sure that you guys are just making stuff up when I'm on the microphone so that I get confused.
No, I'm not just making
You've
stuff up, I
never
just like
you've never made up a magical drop 3 tech term before?
Oh, all the time. That was actually my job for a little while. That's how I wrote the website.
Yeah. And I got to pack a
That sounds
text
like a good
first,
job.
and I got to like come up with most of the tech names with me and my wrestling commentator friend.
That's good.
I wish it was my job to come up with dumb speedrunning or fighting game terms. It sounds
Could
like
be.
the best job in the world.
You just got to
It is
find
fun.
one that's not claimed yet.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which, easier said than done, but there's a lot of games
Yeah.
out there. And more importantly, a lot of games that people don't give a shit about.
I mean, that's all well and good, but I did say job. Like, is there someone who's gonna
Oh.
pay me to do this?
Probably not.
Ah. Well, that sounds like a problem with the world then. It's important work.
Wow, subtweet the guy enough. Zercian says Pedal Crash should have been runes, but he decided not to produce the content he planned out. Damn. Call out.
That is true, actually. I had plans to like create tutorials for Pedal Crash and stuff during the beta, but then that fell through a little bit.
Damn.
And then I passed up naming rights to that Joker in the chat.
Alright. We're gambling on Penguin Ice Line here, which seems promising. Gonna convert into a double, main attack, split double. Good chain, good chain. I suppose, yeah, it doesn't transpose as well, but like if you do ducks back, you're at least not gonna. You're gonna give yourself some options on a down stack. It's not super plentiful, but it's not nothing. I don't think you.
Why is it?
The penguin
Oh, wait,
back
not
here.
I don't think you'd want to just take it flat.
What is that? Oop.
Okay. Little complicated for rats getting down from here.
Yeah. She's gonna need to hit a good gamble at some point.
This could be it.
Yeah, that's. Oh no,
Oh.
they're five isn't six.
Take the skim correctly. We're gonna open up that. 6 is
Oh.
gonna force another re-roll to
Come
open up.
Penguin. Okay, you're living. That's fine.
There we are.
Give me one
It's
more
not
penguin
high
there.
damage, but it's something.
She's at least down stacking now.
Downstacking is good. That's what you want to be doing.
If you
Especially
can
when
help
your
it.
board is like one line away from the top in some columns.
Hmm.
Oh, it just feeds her 6 penguins to make a match in 2 moves. That's good.
We're opening the main well again.
Nightshine has been doing a pretty good job keeping up consistent pressure throughout all of this, but Rats is finally seemingly out of the woods.
Yeah, Rats' stack is extremely clean here. Like, these little garbage hits coming in are making it a little bit worse. But for the most part, like, not just the homies are being gathered together, but even the frozen homies are being gathered together, so that when they unfreeze, they don't really, like, mess with the stack that much.
Yeah,
It's
the
been
fact that
really
that whole
clever,
entire
like-
bottom corner is all just frozen penguins.
Yeah. So now, as long as Rats can figure this out, and I think she can.
Gets the right piece for the double line.
that's good.
Yeah. So a little bit of garbage falls in. Oh,
Oof.
more than a little. Gets a double accept. That's very unlucky.
But
didn't
it's
even know
ice.
you could-
Nope.
That is
Oh,
incorrect.
that's
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are the odds of that?
Bad.
I believe that's 1 in 16 that they would both be
Oh my
penguins.
god. This
Yeah.
is just fucked up.
No, it's at this point it's almost starting to look good just because of how many there are. Although, she's getting greedy. She wants
Has
chain
to. The alternatives are not great.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's pretty
Okay,
nice.
well, yeah, that's
really
all working
nice.
out now.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Just
baby.
column 3.
Okay. Have fun with that, Nightshine. See what the gamble is.
That's good.
That
It's a good one.
checkerboard. That's rough. I think this. Oh, he's still living. Okay.
Things can happen, but I'm feeling
No,
pretty confident calling it
good
rats.
thing, good thing. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Good games. Congratulations to Rats.
GG's.
Yeah. GG's.
GG's. Thanks for playing.
Honestly, I played with Nightshine for the first time. I think last night or 2 nights ago.
Mhm.
So for having played a literal one time, I think he did pretty well.
Yeah.
So congratulations. Also congratulations to you, Rats. Nice run.
Thank you.
Also, congratulations to the winner. They did well too.
Yeah, they did well. But we expect that. We expect that of them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I suppose.
Incredible.
Like, oh, Rats did good at a video game. Yeah,
Can't
yeah.
believe it.
Dude, water is wet. Hey, Berta,
Yes.
you wanna talk about qualifier for this month?
Sure. So for those of you that don't know, Magical Drop 3, we're running Magidora Masters 4. So the 4th annual championship tournament for Magidora Masters. We had one qualifier in January. This one coming up next week on Wednesday will be the second one. The first one hosted by Puzzle Wednesday this year. We'll have 5 qualifiers in total, and then in June, all of the people who have earned the most points at the qualifiers will take part in the Magical Drop Invitational for some cash money prize and bragging rights against the rest of the world. Come battle against South America's best and also me next week on Wednesday. I hope to see you there.
All right. February 26th, we are back with Weltris, which I feel like if there's a game that you've always been wondering, my puzzle fundamentals aren't strong enough to carry me in a tournament, that's fine. You don't need to know nothing about puzzles in Weltris. It is a game of footsies and neutral and just being as mean as possible. Line clears, incidental. Who needs them? But it is honestly, I love this game. We got a lot of mileage out of it at the setup at Vortex Gallery as well. It's going to be a good time. March 5th, we are playing Mouse Shooter Go-Go, which is a sort of aim and shoot game, not unlike Puzzle Bobble, but instead, you're on a dodgeball court, which means you can do dodgeball things. Sure, you can match all the pieces. That can be your win condition. It works. It's an honest game. But have you considered that you can just throw your piece at your opponent's head, and if they don't dodge or block it, that's the round?
That does sound like a good way to win a game of Puzzle Bobble. Why don't they just do that in regular Puzzle Bobble?
Yeah, it is. It is good.
If you can manage that bank shot, go right ahead. And on March 12th, we are returning with Pedal Crash Online. I know I brought this up earlier, but if you were a part of the backer kit, you can play an early build of 2. So I feel like we're gonna get a lot of people that are
Yeah, mess up your muscle memory for this bracket here by playing
Yeah.
the second one.
you're gonna. I know Rune's been playing it. You gotta get a lot of people that are like,
I've
wow,
been playing a lot of it. I think I'm going to be a lot worse at this bracket.
this might be your best shot to do some upsets. But if you're unfamiliar, Pedal Crash Online is free on itch at this point. Go check it out. It's just as free an investment as most of our Fightcade brackets. So go ahead, play the game with us, and look forward to Pedal Crash 2 sometime. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and see if we have any puzzle friends to raid. Maybe? Mayhaps?
Who would be playing puzzle games on a Wednesday?
Huh. Well, neither of them are playing puzzle games right now. Let's search.
Did we give a shout out? I blanked out for a second. Do we give a shout out to our TOs this evening for Note and Masa for running the bracket?
Yes, we did, but you know what? We can always use more.
Do it again. There we go.
Tip
Congratulations,
your,
thank you guys, Note, Masa.
If nothing fails, we got a bunch of Tetris channels. We always have a bunch of Tetris channels. We're gonna, in honor of EP Rats' victory, we're gonna raid a sleepy alley playing Tetris 99.
Hell yeah.
So hit them with either Funny Penguin or EP as the raid message, whatever your heart desires. And we will catch you all next time. Thank you so much,
See you
guys.
next week. All right.
Good night.
Goodbye.